Sabi! Continue, Sabi! Continue!
back down here, by the way. And we're back.
Medicine. The basketball game of the week is on the air now.
Well, hello everybody and welcome inside Navy Arena here in Salina, Kansas. Tyler Henry joined here by Brooks Gerritsen as we get set for our game of the week between Salina South and Salina Central. It's the Mayor's Cup matchup and it's coming your way right here on Salina Post. Brooks, this is going to be a fun one, two fun ones as a matter of fact. Two teams that always give us some entertaining basketball product. It was a good time last year, it'll be a good time this year. Let's go ahead and begin here with this women's game. Salina Central comes in kind of an interesting situation. They graduated 8 seniors from a season ago. They have a new first-year head coach, as this year Paige Talbot has stepped in to lead the team with Chris Veer, longtime women's coach, sliding over to coach the boys. So, new coach, new varsity squad, still trying to figure things out on the offensive end. They have gotten off to a bit of a slow start, 31 points in their first game, 34 points in their second game. They fell in both. Meanwhile, you have a Salina South team that has really figured it out here in recent years. Last season, they broke a long stretch of sub-500 seasons. They come out, they cross that 500 marker, and with most of their varsity back, they are looking to prove themselves among the ABCTL1. They are currently 1-1, but make no mistake, when these two get together, right, you take everything you think you know about these two teams and you chuck it straight out the window. Should be in for two very competitive games here this evening.
Yes, absolutely. Just an awesome matchup, right? It's the Salina Historic Mayor's Cup. You got Central to the north on Crawford. You got South to the south, of course, on Magnolia. They meet right here on the middle between Crawford and Cathlin on the campus of Kansas Wesleyan. They got the red stripe down for that high school 3 line here on the collegiate court. And it's going to be a fun one here tonight, Tyler. Central looking to get back a win tonight after a tough loss last year. South was able to pull it off as a 5-point game where the Cougars pulled away at the end with a 51-46 victory. Going back just a few more years, Central went on a 4-win streak, so South was finally able to snap it. This is all on the girls' side. So, with South getting that win back in their pocket last season, hoping to hold on to it yet again for another ride here as we tip the ball off to the 2024 season. But Central looking to get that back and looking for their first win of the season under Coach Paige Talbot.
Well, and that's kind of the other thing to think about too, right? Though this is a series that was historically dominated by Salina Central. They came out, they won 4 straight, but South started to take that momentum back. 1 is good, 1 is a win, 2 is what could start a streak. And here's the other interesting thing about this, Brooks. You talk about your biggest rival. It's a league rival. It's a crosstown rivalry. You only get a chance to play this game once. That's kind of a unique factor with the schedule. Normally, there were 2 games, 1 at home, 1 on the road. These teams, for the second straight year, will only meet 1 time. It's early in the season, so you can talk about off-season rust or trying to get the varsity to gel, but it doesn't matter. You only get 1 chance to take down your biggest rival. The stakes are going to be high. Emotions and tensions are sure to run deep in a game like this, and it is a ruckus crowd. We'll hear it plenty throughout the game, but I have not seen a South Central atmosphere like this one in several years. This place is absolutely packed. If you came here 5 to 10 minutes ago, good luck finding parking. You might be tuning into us on your way into the arena. That's going to play a factor in a game like this too.
Yeah, no kidding. It is maxed out here in maybe tonight, and you'll love to see it. You'll love to see the Salina community coming together on both sides, both of the big schools in town, packing it in tight here tonight on the campus of Kansas Wesleyan for what's going to be 2 big matchups, starting off here with the girls. Ready to rock and roll here, Tyler.
Well, fortunately, on the girls' side, everyone is healthy. We'll talk a little bit more about starting lineups on the other side of the break, but for right now, we will go ahead and step away for the national anthem. We'll get you starting lineups and get this ball in the air when we return. It is the Salina Central Lady Mustangs and the Salina South Lady Cougars doing battle in the Mayor's Cup matchup. You're tuned into it right here. It's our Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
We spend 1/3 of our lives working to build our wealth. With over 50 years of combined experience, Billings Group wants to be there to help manage yours. If you're planning for retirement or looking for financial coaching, then come see us on Westchester Drive, east of the YMCA, or visit our website at billingsgroup.com. Securities offered by registered representatives through Private Client Services. Member FINRA, SIPC. Advisory products and services offered by investment advisory representatives through RFG Advisory, a registered investment advisor. RFG Advisory, Billings Group, and Private Client Services are unaffiliated entities.
Well, welcome back inside Maybe Arena. Just got confirmation here at the scorers table. There will be a national anthem, but only before the boys game here today. So no anthem to worry about for right now. And with that, let's go ahead and meet the starting lineups for these two teams. We will begin with the Cougars. They are the de facto home team tonight, and they will put on the floor a 5'7" sophomore in Elle Barth, averaging 12.5 points per game. A 6'2" sophomore in Brooklyn Jordan, averaging 8.5 points a game. A 5'8" sophomore in Riley Moss, averaging 6.5 points per game. 5'8" junior Tamia Cheeks, averaging 7 points a game. And 6'2" sophomore Peyton Fritz, averaging a double-double through 2 games, 16 points and 10 rebounds per contest. Meanwhile, for Salina Central, again, a brand new varsity unit. It starts with a senior in Finley Jones, averaging 3 points a contest, a senior in Charlize Waltman, a senior in Remy Myers, averaging 7 points a game. And rounding out the starting lineup, it is 2 more seniors, Talia Morris and Tessa Snyder. And that, Brooks Garrettson, is the other biggest difference between these two teams. For Salina Central, a starting lineup of 5 senior girls. For Salina South, no seniors on the roster, at least not that have seen time on the varsity floor, and just 1 junior in the starting lineup. This is a sophomore-heavy Lady Cougar team.
Yeah, Salina South relying a lot of their athletics on that sophomore class right now on the ladies' side of things. Like you said, the backbone of this team, whereas Central's got a senior stack, but those seniors are still looking for their first win of the season.
Salina Central comes out tonight in the all-white jerseys, maroon numerals trimmed in black. Meanwhile, for Salina South, it is the all-green jerseys with the yellow numerals also trimmed in black. South across the front for the Lady Cougars. And what do we have here? A little pregame stoppage. Everybody was in the circle ready to go, and now it appears we may have an issue at the scorers table, but not to fear. Kansas Wesleyan's finest, David Tolley, is out there taking care of business at the scorers table, as he is one to do even on his day off. Always working hard here at K-Dub. So again, it's Salina Central in white, it's Salina South in green. Our lead official is in the circle, the ball's in the air, and the Lady Cougars will win the tip. They will work from right to left as you view it here on the broadcast stream. Immediately out of the gates, Tamia Cheeks wants to drive, kicks out for a right wing 3. It's just a little too strong, and the rebound is hauled in by Charlize Waltman. Again, offense has been the problem for the Lady Mustangs through these first couple of games, and they will turn it over here. And we have got a quick whistle on the backside of the play. It's an early foul committed by Remy Myers.
Yeah, Myers just kind of get caught up trying to hustle for a steal there, but ends up bodying checking Jordan, committing foul.
First turnover of the night committed by either team. Just 30 seconds into this game. Head fake on a 3 from the outside. This is Elle Barth. She has the ball swatted away though, and it's Central's turn to force a turnover as the Lady Mustangs pick it up here at half court. They work it across to Finley Jones, looking to get her way to the baseline. And yep, stepped on the baseline. So it's 2 possessions and 2 turnovers for Salina Central to start this game.
Yeah, both teams just kind of settling in here into this wild, packed atmosphere. Bit of an adjustment period, get things rolling.
Brooklyn Jordan will walk the ball across the timeline here. She will run the point for Salina South. Working on it from right to left, picks it up. They will cross-court pass once again back into the hands of Elle Barth. Barth almost had it taken away, goes up, is blocked though. That is a great block down low, a good move there for Tessa Snyder mucking up the middle. And Central with a chance here to strike first.
Yeah, good help side defense there.
Drive and a lefty layup, left short, rebound taken in on the backside of the play by Briley Moss. South wanting to utilize their speed here, and it's a drive and a blow-by for Tamia Cheeks, who drops in the first basket of the evening.
Yeah, good drive there by Tamia Cheeks as she just put her head down and showed that speed. Gas pedal all the way to the board. Ball
Thrown in here to the post. It is lost and turned over, and look who's up the floor. It's Tamia Cheeks. A power dribble, lost the shot, gets her own rebound, goes back up, count it, and one. And Tamia Cheeks will go to the free throw line to shoot the and one. It's a great pass from Peyton Fritz to get the ball across midcourt, and the first sub of the night is made. As checking into the ball game is Addison Hanson. Hanson will get Tessa Snyder.
Yeah, foul goes against Brooklyn Jones. Her first foul of the evening to send Cheeks to the line.
And Cheeks' free throw is in and out, no good, but at hands of Jordan, she'll run the point once again for South. Lady Cougars up by 6. They find Cheeks, who wants to drive inside, found a lane, tough shot though, and nothing to be found there. The rebound pulled down by the aforementioned Addison Hanson. Here's Hanson on the backside of the play. Her shot too strong. Offensive rebound. Second chance no good. And Fritz there to snatch it away. Lady Cougars back to work on their offensive end. Floater no good. A miss there by Barth. And a rebound taken here by the Lady Mustangs. They want to throw the ball up the floor. This is Talia Morris, who can't finish point blank. And another rebound there for Peyton Fritz.
Yeah, Fritz already has 3 rebounds on the evening.
Transition 3, left it short. And it's just something to note here, Brooks, that we don't really have to talk about much, but El Barth that time standing behind the men's college basketball three-point line. You wonder if that plays a little bit of a factor here mentally, because again, there are 3 three-point lines in this game. Normally, high schoolers only have to worry about 1.
Yeah, that is a great point, Tyler. You got that red tape down for the high schoolers tonight. But you got that normal purple. And Kansas Wesleyan also has a really big logo, so the depth perception on this court is very different.
Left wing 3, little too strong. It will roll out of bounds. It is South basketball.
Yeah, not a bad look there for Morris. She tries to tee up that long 3, wide open, but can't quite get the mark.
Sub will be made at the next opportunity as there's the first post pass to Peyton Fritz, who puts the biscuit in the basket for 2. It's an 8-0 run to start this game, and it's a 30-second timeout called here by Salina Central. It gives us a chance to remind you that coverage of tonight's games are brought to you by AJ Honey Farms. From raw honey to wax melts to beekeeping tools, boxes, and frames, AJ Honey has it all and more. Treat yourself to locally produced honey items or get a beautifully packaged gift set for a loved one. Stop in and see AJ Honey at 901 North 9th Street. Well, speaking of things that are sweet, how about this start for Salina South? They have gotten everything they've wanted and more, and that was the first time that they had thrown a true post pass to Peyton Fritz.
Yeah, South just started to get more and more comfortable working it inside, and a couple good drives out of Cheeks to give them a 8-0 lead. Force a Central timeout.
Sub made here on the Salina Central side as they will check Grace Ostmeyer into the ball game, and a 3-pointer. There it is. They've been trying to link that up for Talia Morris, and she finally gets the tray. Central on the board. 3-pointer on the other side, looking to answer. It's an air ball miss from the corner. Ooh, an insult to injury. Central was going to the baseline, and they are going to say a hand on the ball and a body on the baseline. Charlize Waltman will turn it over, and South will get another chance.
Yeah, Waltman's been collecting a couple rebounds here early. She gets that one, but unfortunately finds the baseline along with it.
Brooklyn Jordan on the basketball here for Salina South. They work it around the perimeter. Half the first quarter already gone. Into the game, Sophia Daly. Now back to the inside. They will kick this in the corner. Cheeks thought about it. Drives through traffic and lays it in with the left hand. Tamia Cheeks, 6 points already tonight and a 10-3 lead for the Lady Cougars.
Yeah, Cheeks is feeling good. Just putting her head, all 6 points, all coming from 3 drives to the basket. Showing that speed and capability to handle that ball. in high chaos situations.
Cheeks will check out here for the first time in this game. They will bring Briley Moss back in. So right now, your 5 on the floor for Salina South. Elle Barth, Peyton Fritz, Brooklyn Jordan, Sophia Daly, the only non-starter in the game, and then Briley Moss. And, ooh, looked like a turnover against South, but they're going to say somebody for Central touched that ball on the way through. Is that what you saw, Brooks?
Yeah, I don't know. Tough angle over here, but it looked like a lot of air around that ball.
South looking to get this ball in. They will do so to Barth. Now back to Brooklyn Jordan. Working baseline, kicks the ball back out. They will swing it in the corner. That's Fritz. She can shoot the 3. Instead, she steps in. Blocked away, though. An athletic play for Charlize Waltman. And here come the Lady Mustangs back down the floor. They will have to stop and collect themselves. Finley Jones tries a 3. Straightaway distance, no good. And the rebound is taken in here on the backside by Waltman. Another 3. This time from the short corner, no good. And a rebound for Brooklyn Jordan, who will bring the ball back across here for Salina South. Peyton Fritz will try a 3. That one no good. Rebound deflected away. Finley Jones comes down with it and saves it here for the Lady Mustangs. Again, working in transition. Peyton Fritz caught with a kicked ball. Well, she plays just about every sport. I wouldn't put soccer past her, Brooks, but you can't do that down low.
Yeah, they don't allow that on the basketball court. Fritz got checked out to replace her, Isabel Maxton.
And you wonder, with Fritz off the floor, if we may see Salina Central try to go a little bit more through the paint. They work the ball back here with Lexi Guerrero. She has it top of the key, wants to drive, instead gets it off on the right wing. This is Waltman. They do try to go through the post. It is knocked away. 3-pointer flies top of the key. That goes down for Finley Jones.
Good ball movement there from the Mustangs. Gives a wide open look for Finley Jones, and she does the rest from the top of the key.
Here's Brooklyn Jordan on the right wing. All of a sudden, it's a mini run here for the Lady Mustangs, and it's a 4-point game.
You know, Mustangs turning up the 2-3 zone, but doing a really good job at closing out.
Isabel Maxton back to Jordan. They will swing the ball back to her again on the right wing. Looking to run this here. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Steps in. Shot on the way. No good. And the rebound is taken in and picked up here by Finley Jones.
Yeah, that rebound's from Waltman. She's already got 4 on the night.
Lexi Guerrero swings the ball now to Charlize Waltman. They wanted to go down low. There's nothing there. Instead, they will pull this back out and swing it around at the top. Jones has it, dumps it off left wing. 15 left to shoot. Stepping in, shot on the way, no good. Deflected and knocked out of bounds. It is South basketball. And Brooks, there's one more thing that I completely forgot about until just now. We do a lot of games for a lot of different schools, 11 in our area. This is the first time I have ever seen a Kansas high school basketball game involving a shot clock.
Yes, that's right. Shot clock being introduced for the first time this season in facilities that have it in place or have put it in place. It's a trial season, so they're doing 35 every time. Oh, a fantastic save-in by Tamia Cheeks, but it goes into the hands of a Mustang.
And it's deflected away, and there's Cheeks. Boy, recovered into the central bench. Right back to get the ball back here for Salina South. She wants to attack. There's a Euro. It's no good. Rebound knocked away into the hands of a Lady Mustang. But it's something that these players, many of whom have been playing high school basketball for several years, have to be aware of, and it's an and one for Finley Jones. Boy, didn't need much shot clock to knock that down, did she?
No shot clock interference there. That's Finley Jones doing it quickly through contact and finding her way to the charity stripe with an and one opportunity.
Brooke Banninger will check in. She will replace Waltman. And it's an and one free throw for Finley Jones, who misses, but an offensive rebound for Banninger, freshly checked into the game. Cross-court pass, finds the corner, taken away though by Fritz down low. But she has such a presence underneath and really mucking up the middle right now for the Lady Cougars. Remember though, South started this game on an 8-0 run. Since then, it's been 8-2 Salina Central. That three-pointer won't go down. We've got a jump ball. The arrow points towards the Lady Mustangs, and Central is going to have a chance to tie or take the lead here before the break.
That was a really strong box out there from Grace Osmeyer. getting between Briley Moss and the basketball. Good hustle by Briley, good hands to get that ball on, but Arrow gives the ball to Central.
Guerrero trying to knife to the inside. Hands off for a left corner three. That's no good. Offensive rebound. Central with another chance. They will shovel it out. Time winding down to 7-6. Back to Guerrero. Pass it off for a three for the lead. No good. Rebound knocked away. That'll bring us to the end of quarter number one. But Salina Central battles back. They go down 8-0. They will take just a 2-point deficit into quarter number two. We're back with more of our high school game of the week, brought to you by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine when we return.
From raw honey to wax melts to beekeeping tools, boxes, and frames, AJ Honey Farms has it all and more. Be sure to check out their salves. Salves is a powerful blend of nature's best ingredients. Beeswax, crafted with care to soothe and nourish your dry skin, minor cuts, and burns. And for dry lips, try out their Happy Bee Balm. Treat yourself to their locally produced honey items, or get a beautifully packaged gift set for a loved one. Stop in to see AJ Honey Farms at 901 North 9th Street. More than just a honey store.
Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Off to a good start here in our Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week. The Lady Cougars get off to an 8-0 start, but since then it has been 8-2 Lady Mustangs, who trail by just 2. South looking to put the pieces together a little bit here as they look to regain their footing on offense. A lot of those points early came from Tamia Cheeks and Peyton Fritz, those two on the floor right now for the Lady Cougars. This is Cheeks trying to get it to Fritz, but it's stripped and taken away. Another turnover here on Salina South.
Yeah.
Central throws it ahead. Guerrero tries a lefty layup, no good. And a foul on the rebound.
Good steal there by Remy Myers to get a hand in on the driving Tamia Cheeks. A good hustle by Central to try to get a transition bucket, but better hustle by the Cougars to get down there and at least draw some contact, get a foul, set up for an inbound pass.
Lauren Crow will check in for Briley Moss on Salina South's side of things here. Ball thrown in at the top, finds Remy Myers. She will go inside, blocked away by Peyton Fritz. What an athletic play there for Fritz, although an athletic play on the other end. Tamia Cheeks has it poked out from behind. It will stay with South, and that's kind of the other factor, Brooks, we haven't really talked about. There is a human crash pad wall as the Salina Central band has set up shop directly behind the baseline. There's only about, well, I don't know what, 5-6 feet of space back there. So if you do go barreling in for a layup, you got to be careful. You might end up in the clarinet section.
Yeah, you certainly might. Maybe arena, one of the few arenas in the KCAC that has no padded walls under the baseline. That being because the baseline is so far away from the wall. But it's pretty close when you got a whole band down there.
Yeah, normally if you go barreling all the way in, speaking of barreling in, here's a ball that sits up on the rim and goes down. Wow, that's a big bucket here for Salina Central, and they will get it courtesy of Remy Myers.
Yeah, Remy Myers getting more and more involved in this ball game as she pokes the ball away right there. She had a steal previously on Cheeks. She got that breakaway bucket. She's jumping into passing lanes here and out throughout all over the gym.
Ball deflected off the head of a fan. Boy, you got to keep your head on a swivel here in Maybe Arena. You almost learned that the hard way in the JV game, Brooks.
Yeah, I really did. I was writing some notes, and before I knew it, I had Spalding coming at my eyes.
Tie game, 10-10. Central's fought all the way back from the brink. They continue what is a very impressive 10-2 run right now. Working it around, back in the hands here. Underneath, now in the corner, three-pointer flies. South continues to struggle to get the lid off that basket. We have a foul on the floor on the rebound as Tamia Cheeks went up and got two hands on it. They will call that foul on Grace Ostmeyer. For Ostmeyer, it is just her first.
Yeah, good box out there from Cheeks to outposition Ostmeyer and draw that foul.
South running out of time, but they get it into Cheeks. Cheeks is given a lane, goes into four white jerseys, and scores anyway. Boy, Tamia Cheeks continues to impress. She's got 8 points tonight. Central working the ball around. They try to dump it off down low. It plinkos off of 5 legs and then comes down instead to El Bartz, who wants to run the floor here for South. Lady Cougars looking to go on a mini run. Another save there for Cheeks, who was falling out of bounds. Swarming defense ripped away by Lexi Guerrero, who takes it and wants to go coast to coast. Cheeks on the backside of the play. Peyton Fritz in pursuit. Nothing doing there on the bunny, though. And the rebound is taken here by Salina South. They've got it with Cheeks again. Diving to the inside, is fouled on her way up. They will call that on Addison Hansen. And it will be free throws for Tamia Cheeks.
Yeah, it's Hansen's first foul of the evening. Second team foul for the Cougars.
Cheeks 0 for 1 on the day, banks it in. Boy, the bank open here late on a Friday evening.
Yeah, why not? If it goes in, it goes in. Tamia extends the lead 13-10 for the Cougars.
Cheeks stares down the line, 1 for 2 on the night. Second free throw here is good. Got them both to crawl through, and the run is officially put to an end here for Salina Central. It was a 10-2 run. Since then, all Lady Cougars.
Tamia Cheeks gets into double digits.
Great move for Guerrero. Tees up a teammate, and the 3 goes down. My goodness, Grace Ostmeyer with the finish, but Lexi Guerrero, how about the handles?
Yeah, Guerrero behind the back, and then a quick crossover to give her some space, draw a defender, and then a quick outlet to Ostmeyer to bang the 3 from the corner. Fantastic ball movement there from the Lady Mustangs.
Tamia Cheeks back on it, 15 to shoot. Got to find a way to get this up. They throw it too far for Fritz. Boy, Fritz has been kind of neutralized underneath in this game. Did not really expect to see that. You got to think they have the height advantage down low with Fritz. And now a foul away from the basketball. That does not bode well. And they call that against El Barth. It's her first. Timeout called. It is a full timeout. We will take it as well. Back with more when we return. It's the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North Ninth, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of 2 types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialist will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
Back here at Maybe Arena on the campus of Kansas Wesleyan University. Tyler Henry alongside Brooks Garrettson. Speaking of Kansas Wesleyan, they'll be back in action for a couple of big games tomorrow to close out the 2024 portion of their season. You can tune into those on KINA, that's 910 AM or 107.5 FM. Salina Central will get a bucket right out of the gate. Charlize Waltman knocks it down out of the timeout. It is good for 2, and the Lady Mustangs lead by 2 points.
Yeah, Charlize Waltman's first bucket of the evening, but she's been balling out in a lot of other aspects. She's got 4 rebounds and 1 block to go along with it. So Waltman getting it rolling offensively here out of the timeout.
Well, and Brooks, we have a season debut. Sophomore Bailey Fuller, wearing number 4, is in the game here for Salina South. Has not seen any time, at least not that I am aware of this year. Playing here in a big rivalry game, getting her first minutes. This is Fuller, her first shot of the night. Too strong, but an offensive rebound taken in, and South will stop and reset the action. Here's a right wing three. That one misses and does not connect with the rim. So the shot clock violation will force another turnover on the Lady Cougars. And it's Central with a chance to press their advantage here.
Yeah, that's the first shot clock violation of the evening. And that will be statted to help Keisha out with next year when they try to install the shot clock throughout all of high school basketball.
Here's a nifty steal for Lauren Crow on the backside of this play. She will get the ball back to Elle Barth. Right now, Tamia Cheeks is off the floor. The rest of the team, by the way, not named Tamia Cheeks. Peyton Fritz with 4 points. That's it. No one else has scored for the Lady Cougars, and we're almost to halftime. Another air ball miss underneath, and a ball that will hit the sideline, or hit the baseline, and lead to Salina Central taking over. Boy, you think the Lady Mustangs want to get back on the right side of this rivalry. You mentioned in pregame they won 4 in a row, lost last year. They are looking to get back on the right side of this rivalry. And they steal it away again, does Salina South. 2-on-1, numbers the other way. This is Brooklyn Jordan who goes all the way and scores with the right hand.
Yeah, Finley Jones just trying to rush that there, get the offense going before she even got across half court. And it was easy pickings for the Cougars.
Back the other way, shot on the way, no good. Rebound pulled in off the miss for Grace Osmeyer. Here comes Brooklyn Jordan back down the floor. Jordan averages 8.5 points. That was her first bucket. Most of the points this year have been scored by Peyton Fritz, Elle Barth, Tamia Cheeks, and Brooklyn Jordan. Only 2 of that quartet have scored big so far tonight. Ball worked around on the perimeter. Time winding down, though, to 10 to 9 to the baseline. Back out to Jordan. Time down to 7 to 6. Back to Barth. Now to Jordan. Right wing three. In and out. No good. And collision there on the rebound is going to lead to a foul against Briley Moss. For Moss, that is her second. And it's another costly empty possession for the Lady Cougars.
Yeah, Cougars just can't quite seem to figure out the openings in this 3-2 to 2-3 zone that Central's kind of flashing in and out of. They really like the 3-2, but they've sometimes phased down to that 2-3, and just really good closeout from all the Mustangs defensively.
Lady Mustangs back to work, and a bucket underneath. That will pull them back in front. 18-16 is our new lead. That time scored by Addison Hanson, and a ball taken away on the backside of the play here. We'll give it back to the Lady Mustangs. Transition three flies, almost goes down, deflected out back to the shooter. That is Talia Morris, who gets it now to Finley Jones. Runner well off the mark. Jones, though, back in the mix, fighting him off. And will step away with 1:48 left to go here before halftime.
And Finley Jones gets caught with that foul, trying to strip the ball from Briley Jordan, and ends up committing her first foul of the evening.
Well, and that,
or second foul,
yeah,
excuse me.
She's the third Lady Cougar to pick up a second foul in this game. They're going to have to be cautious for the last 2 minutes here. Quick trigger three from the corner. Goes down for Brooklyn Jordan. All of a sudden, she has activated herself. I think the biggest surprise of the quarter so far, no points for Peyton Fritz. Speaking of Peyton Fritz, she is the brick wall that the runner goes down, but a three-pointer for Talia Morris, her second of the night, and Central's lead back to 3, 21-19. Fritz draws the contact. We'll have a chance to get back in the scoring column from the line.
A foul goes against Tessa Snyder, her first personal foul of the evening. Fritz misses her first. Back in for the Cougars. Sophie Daly. Also back in for the Cougars, Prominence McNeil.
Peyton Fritz empty on the first try, another coming here, and she will get that one. So she splits the tries. The Lady Cougars are back within one. Central back on it here offensively. Final minute before halftime. Trying to go to work on Fritz, who takes it away. It's another big block for Peyton Fritz underneath. Lady Cougars looking to get something rolling here. They can take the lead with a made field goal. Fritz calling for the ball down low. She will get it, puts her back to the basket. A lot of contact, and they will call an offensive foul as standing in and taking the charge for the Lady Mustangs is Tessa Snyder. And that's a big call. It's the first foul against Peyton Fritz, but it gives the ball back to Central up by 1.
Yeah, it is a big call. As you can see, Peyton Fritz is kind of getting cooking down low defensively. She was calling for that ball, wanting to get it rolling on the offensive side. It gets called with that charge. Like burnt out short.
Lexi Guerrero, great move, trying to feed it down low, will throw it away. I've really been impressed, though, with the handles and the passing ability of Guerrero so far in this game. Very small in stature, but she plays so fast.
Yeah, Guerrero just so comfortable in any type of chaos. Able to keep that cool and keep her handle.
Shot clock is turned off. South can play for the last shot of the half if they so choose, and they turn it over. A conversation between Tamia Cheeks and Brooklyn Jordan. That ball right through the hands of Cheeks. And Central again can play for the last shot. They will check Jordan out, trying to protect her with those 2 fouls. They will also return Briley Moss to the bench. This is heads-up coaching by Justin Ebert, pulling his 2 starters that both have 2 fouls. Guerrero knifing to the inside, kicks out for a corner 3. It's off the mark, no good. Rebound to Leah Morris. That's no good. Fritz pulls down the board. She will draw some contact, and we're going the other way. And that is the 5th foul against Salina Central in the quarter. So Fritz is going to earn some free throws for her trouble.
That was a good penetration by Guerrero to find Waltman on the corner. It was the best look they had. Waltman was unable to get that 3-pointer up and in. And then Fritz just continues to battle inside to get that ball back in her hands and draw the contact.
It's been a strange day for both teams. We'll talk more about it at the halftime intermission, but the way the points have been scored in this game, very interesting, as Fritz will split the tries and tie the game with 7.5 seconds left to go. It will be Lexi Guerrero to take this in. 6 seconds left to go. Guerrero, past Cheeks, wants to get to the inside, kicks out, 3-pointer at the buzzer, in and out, no good. And it's a tie game at the halftime intermission, 21-all here at the break. Brooks, before we step away for the halftime report, your thoughts on a very fun, competitive first half of basketball between 2 crosstown rivals.
Man, my oh my, what more can you ask for? You got a tied ball game at half. Cougars come out hot, 8-0 lead. Mustangs respond and get right back into it. And since then, it's been a back forth battle. And they were all tied up at half. I'm excited for third quarter, Tyler.
Before we step away, I want to remind you that coverage of tonight's game is brought to you by Sage Products of Salina, your supplier of janitorial products for your business or home. From paper towels to soap and items from ceiling to floor, you'll see products from Sage, and you can get the same home court advantage at your home or office by visiting sageselects.com. We will step away. When we come back, it's the halftime reports. All even here at the break, 21-all between South and Central. Back with halftime when we come back on the Salina Sports Network.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Sage is your go-to source for industrial strength cleaning products, ice melt, floor equipment, paper, asphalt, and just about everything in between. Whether you're a maintenance supervisor, a small business, or just wanting your home to look amazing, stop by 732 North 9th Street in Salina, where we will be happy to assist you. You can also visit us at sageselects.com or call us at 309-1919. Sage Products, the right call every time.
When there is wastewater backing up into your home, time is crucial. Hours are precious to minimize the mess and damage. That is where Salina Septic Service looks out for you with direct access to their dispatch board, so you can schedule the first available appointment, upload pictures and description of your problem on the Salina Septic Service website, and secure your appointment 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Money-saving specials now and information on worry-free service plans when you visit salinasepticservice.com.
Your next visit to the doctor for an upcoming procedure or surgery should start with a conversation about Salina Surgical Hospital. Hi, this is Geraldine Diedrich, and we are truly committed to fostering your health and well-being. From outpatient procedures to inpatient stays, you will feel the difference in our excellent care and compassion. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure at Salina Surgical Hospital. Your surgical experience is our specialty. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local, community-involved physicians.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Hey Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
Close your eyes. Now imagine yourself cheering from the bleachers at Salina South. Feel the pride of donning the colors of Salina Central. Picture the spirit of being part of the Sacred Heart community, or the camaraderie at southeast of Saline. Envision the thrill of supporting El Saline or Bennington. Visualize the unity in rallying for Minneapolis High. Now open your eyes and see yourself in team apparel from Messenger Total Promotions. Visit them in person in downtown Salina.
Welcome back in here on our Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week. Tyler Henry joined here by Brooks Gerritsen as we continue working our way through halftime coverage. Let's go ahead and take a look at some halftime scoring for these two teams. Remember, it was a game and really has continued to be just a game of big runs. There has not been a lot of back and forth in this game. Salina Central got down 8-0 to start this game. Then they went on a 10-2 run to take the lead right back early in the first quarter. And since then, the two teams trading many runs, all to lead to a tie game at 21-21. Scoring has looked like this. For Salina Central, 5 points for Finley Jones, 3 for Charlize Waltman, 2 in this game for Remy Myers and for Addison Hansen, 6 on 2 threes for Talia Morris, and 3 on 1 3 for Grace Oskmeyer. Meanwhile, for Salina South, only 3 players have scored, but that's been all they've needed so far. 10 from Tamia Cheeks, 6 from Peyton Fritz, and 5 for Brooklyn Jordan. Again, a difference in style and philosophy. This is a South team that knows who their scorers are. The one surprise, though, Brooks, to me, one of the leading scorers for this team is Elle Barth. She's averaging 12.5 points per game. She has been held scoreless so far in the first half.
Yeah, kind of a head scratcher there out of Elle Barth on the south side of things. But nonetheless, a lot of success coming from those 3 players. Like you mentioned, been really impressed with Tamia Cheeks in this first half. Just saw a lot of good drives to the hoop, a lot of high basketball IQ takes as she's just staying controlled while operating at a high speed and giving her team that edge with leading all scorers with 10 points. on the Mustang side of things, really good ball movement to find good shots. We've seen a lot of extra passes and a lot of offensive rebounds to give the Lady Mustangs that second chance and to keep them in this thing in what's going to be a tight game all the way to the end of the fourth quarter. It worked out how it did in the first half, Tyler.
Would be unsurprised if this game is incredibly tight. And speaking of games going on in our area, we do have a quick check for you on our Bennington State Bank scoreboard. Let's go ahead and get to some other scores and happenings from around our area. We begin with a doubleheader that already took place earlier this evening, and that was between the Sacred Heart Knights and the Rossville Bulldogs. Sacred Heart's women or girls would fall to Rossville 57-50, but the boys came back. They remain undefeated at 3-0 with a 69-56 win. Got a couple of games already in progress. You can tune into these games also on our Salina Post Sports Network right here on our YouTube page. Southeast of Saline's girls, there was a big question about whether or not they were going to be able to overcome some losses from last year. They got off to a really rocky start, Brooks, here in this 2024 season. Well, tonight they had to take on Beloit, and a lot of people looked at that state-ranked Beloit team and thought Southeast could be in some real trouble. They are not. How about a 60-30 lead for Southeast of Saline, and we're not even in the fourth quarter yet.
Well, there you go. They got things right back on track before you got to wrap things up and tuck it away until after the New Year's. Southeast of Saline girls figuring it out and getting a big-time lead over the Beloit Trojans.
Chapman's girls also off to a great start on Bishop Ward. After a rocky start to their season, they lead before halftime 47-13. It's a drubbing in the Irish Classic on their own home floor. That has been a look at your Salina, or our Bennington State Bank scoreboard here on the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week. We will step away when we come back. It's third quarter action between South and Central, 21-21 here on the girls' side. Been a good one so far. You won't want to miss the rest here on the Salina Post Sports Network.
Are you ready to make a meaningful impact? Join our professional healthcare team at Salina Regional Health Center. We're seeking dedicated individuals who are eager to provide exceptional care to our community. Our growing organization offers competitive pay, comprehensive benefits, and opportunities for growth. We are committed to supporting you in your career. If you're ready to join a team that values compassion, teamwork, and outstanding patient care, apply now at srhc.com or reach out to me, Tess Madro, in Human Resources. Great careers start here. Salina Regional Health Center, we take care of you so you can care for others.
At Vernon Jewelers, we are celebrating 140 years of our family serving yours, serving you with the best in prices, quality, and the service to back it up. You can trust us for your unique custom pieces and any repair you may need. And just because we've been around for 140 years doesn't mean we are old and out of touch. It just means we're really good at what we do. Now is the time to shop for the holiday. Come see us in downtown Salina and look for the iconic Vernon Jewelers sign on Santa Fe, here for you since 1884.
Welcome back in courtside here at Mabee Arena on the campus of Kansas Wesleyan University. Tyler Henry joined here by Brooks Gerritsen. A good first half between South and Central here on the girls' side. 21-21 is our score. Brooks, in my opinion, the second half could very well come down to the play or the lack of play out of Peyton Fritz. Again, she has been the focal point. I thought Central did a great job of fronting her, making sure she was not comfortable catching the ball. Most of her points came via either free throws or mid-range jumpers. She did not get a lot around the rim. Central has to do that again in the second half.
Yeah, they really do. They held her scoreless in the first quarter. Really good help defense, working that 2-3 zone, or 3-2 zone, excuse me, but good crash down to give that help inside the paint to help defend the talented Peyton Fritz out of Salina South. Salina South will need to see some more output from her inside to have a successful second half.
Well, and that second half is already underway. Central trying to throw it in. They had it swatted away. We've got a quick inbound coming again here for the Lady Mustangs. It'll be Waltman to throw this in, and she will do so to Remy Myers. All 10 starters are back on the floor. Here's a mid-range jumper from the backside. No good. She jumps up and gets the rebound, and we're coming back the other way. Here are your 10 on the floor right now for these two teams. Finley Jones, Charlize Waltman, Remy Myers, Talia Morris, and Tessa Snyder for Salina Central. Elle Barth, Brooklyn Jordan, Briley Moss, Tamia Cheeks, and Peyton Fritz for Salina South. And yeah, it was a jump ball. It will favor the Lady Cougars, who will throw this in here in front of their own bench. And take it up with Brooklyn Jordan. Neither team has gained a real foothold since that 8-0 run that South started this game on. Pump fake on a 3, step in for a long 2. That's in and out, no good. Offensive rebound blocked away on the backside. A great block for Tessa Snyder. Another shot that's no good, but another offensive rebound. Kick out for a left wing 3. In and out, no good. And finally, the Lady Mustangs come up with the basketball. That's a good hold for Salina Central. Three-pointer and an air ball miss. And, well, there you have it. It's the first player that almost goes diving in to the horn section up front there.
Yeah, it's bound to happen. There could be some violent collisions in the boys' game.
I would be unsurprised. We will see. Hopefully everyone can stay safe. This, a turnover that I think Brooklyn Jordan will want to have back as South carelessly turns the ball over.
Yeah, it's the second time Brooklyn Jordan and Tamia Cheeks just don't quite get that connection they were looking for.
Ball poked out of bounds here by Elle Barth. She will be another key piece to watch here. 12.5 points per game, held scoreless in the first half of this one.
Yeah, the Barth-Jones matchup has been a fun one to watch. Two speedy guards.
Central narrowly avoids a 5-second call. They get it into Finley Jones, swinging around back into the hands of Remy Myers. Myers picked up, hounded here by Jordan, who forces the turnover, and here come the Lady Cougars back down the floor. Cheeks, a Euro step, a righty finish, no good. And the ball out of play, it will stay with Salina South.
Yeah, they'll say Talia Morris got a finger on it. She poked it away out of Tamia Cheeks' hands. South sets up the inbound pass underneath.
These are, Brooks, to be fair, two teams that have been known for their defense this year. Neither has allowed 50 points a game on average. The two of them combined have allowed 50 points in just one game out of their first 4 this season. Brooklyn Jordan loses the ball, gets it back, looking for Fritz, but it's poked away, and it's a foot race that'll be won easily by Remy Myers, who lays it in with the left hand. Myers puts the Lady Mustangs ahead. That's our first bucket of the second half. High post touch for Peyton Fritz, back to Cheeks, baseline drive into traffic, tough take, no good. Cheeks forcing a little bit right now as Finley Jones brings the ball back up the floor for Central. Wanted to throw it down low, it finds its intended target for a Tessa Snyder bucket.
That good ball movement there out of Central to put the open look and an easy cash in to give them 4-point lead.
7 different Lady Mustangs have scored in this game. Still just 3 Lady Cougars in the scoring column. Here's a three-pointer. It's a short air ball miss. It's an easy rebound for Charlize Waltman. And the Lady Mustangs thinking about continuing this run. So we've got a jump ball on the floor. The arrow will point towards the Lady Mustangs. Good defense there for Elle Barth getting tangled up with Charlize Waltman.
Yeah, good hands getting them right on the basketball. Just stopping that play before it could start.
Waltman gets the ball in here to Finley Jones, picked up by Barth on the outside. 5:26 left to go in a 4-point ball game. Mustangs with the ball and the lead. Poked away, they will get it back here. Got to be wary again of that shot clock. Sophie Daly on it now, gets it back to the 3-point shooting to Leah Morris. Morris down low, splitting a double team into traffic. Shot too strong, no good, but it's rebounded by Jones. A corner 3, an air ball miss. Another O-board, though, taken in here. They will kick it out. Free throw line jumper, no good. Central struggling. There's a bucket as Charlize Waltman is able to drop it in from the baseline. It's a 6-0 Central lead to start the second half. And a full timeout is called here by Justin Ebert, who wants to talk it over with his girls, who suddenly find themselves down by 6. We'll take the break with them. Back with more when we return on our Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
We spend 1/3 of our lives working to build our wealth. With over 50 years of combined experience, Billings Group wants to be there to help manage yours. If you're planning for retirement or looking for financial coaching, then come see us on Westchester Drive, east of the YMCA, or visit our website at billingsgroup.com. Securities offered by registered representatives through Private Client Services, member FINRA, SIPC. Advisory products and services offered by investment advisory representatives through RFG Advisory, a registered investment advisor. RFG Advisory, Billings Group, and Private Client Services are unaffiliated entities.
Welcome back inside Maybe Arena. Tyler Henry, Brooks Gerritsen, a 6-0 run to start the second half for Salina Central's Lady Mustangs, and they lead 27-21. South inbounding here. We'll see what kind of a play they've got drawn up out of the timeout. They want to go right inside to Peyton Fritz, who can't quite get it to go. It will be out of bounds. Last touch there by Tessa Snyder, but yeah, you wonder if the instruction was get Peyton Fritz involved. They seem to live or die by her play inside.
Yeah, certainly so. Fritz and the Cougars had exactly what they wanted.
Quick trigger three from the corner, again short, this time for Brooklyn Jordan, and the rebound is run down here by Salina Central. Finley Jones takes the ball across the timeline here for the Lady Mustangs. They will get this down on the baseline. It's poked away. Brooklyn Jordan diving on the floor for it, is able to salvage it out to a teammate, and the Lady Cougars do have numbers. Here is Tamia Cheeks, who goes around and in for the Lady Cougars, finally in the scoring column here in the second half. 27-23 our score.
Yeah, it took 4 minutes out of the third quarter until the Cougars were able to get a point on the board. And they get it right back here after a Mustang errand dribble, finds the hoof of a player and rolls out of bounds and back to the paws of the Cougars.
Salina South back on the basketball here, looking to attack. Again, trying to turn a bucket into a run. Here's a three-pointer from Peyton Fritz, no good. Rebound fought for on the ground, picked up here by the Lady Mustangs. They want to get back out on the run, swatted out of play. And the question is, will there be a late foul assessed here on Brooklyn Jordan? They say there is not. Might have gotten away with one there, Brooks, after swatting that ball out of bounds. Either way, the Mustangs keep here.
And they check back in Lexi Guerrero, as well as Tessa Snyder.
See what Guerrero can do. Again, she's been very good early in this game, distributing. Does not have a lot of points to her name this season, but is averaging 3.5 assists per game, almost good enough to lead the team. Ball instead deflected away. Tamia Cheeks is in a foot race down the floor, puts on a Euro step and scores. Tamia Cheeks, back-to-back buckets, and the Lady Cougars are back within 2.
Yeah, there's no better Cougar in the fast break than Tamia Cheeks. Good pivot there at the end.
Three-pointer flies, that's no good. Rebound Guerrero, dumps it off once again. They're looking to kick this out. Get it to Guerrero, she'll shoot a three, left it short.
Yeah, Guerrero was further back than she thought she was. She was about heels on the men's three-point line. She needs to scoot up a little bit closer to that shot that she's used to at that high school three-point line.
Brooklyn Jordan brings the ball up here for the Lady Cougars. 2-point game. It's been a run here of 4-0, all for Tamia Cheeks. They will get it instead out to Jordan. Wants to drive along the baseline. Kicks out to Cheeks. Thought about a three. Distributes out instead. Now takes a post-up position. 2:34 left to go. Still working on it here. Elle Barth still looking for her first bucket of the night. Gives up to Jordan. Fires another three and knocks it down from the right wing. All of the sudden, it's a 7-0 run here for the Lady Cougars, who lead by 1.
Yeah, Cougars getting that done without giving Fritz one single touch.
Kick out here. Three-pointer to respond. Nothing doing this time for Talia Morris. At a jump ball, the arrow points towards Salina South. So opposite, Brooks, of what we had in the first half. South got off to an 8-0 run. Central responded with a 10-2 run of their own. Here, Central gets off to a 6-0 run. South comes back and responds with a 7-0 run. There's been no back and forth. It's just been back, pause, and then forth.
Yeah, it really has. In just a game of many runs here.
It's a great move for Cheeks. Tees up a teammate for three. That's no good. Rebound pulled in here by Guerrero. And a foul is committed. They'll say by Brooklyn Jordan. That is her third.
Yeah, that puts the Cougars in a tough position. Jordan, one of their starters. A 5'2" sophomore averaging 5.5 points a game.
Fortunately, time-wise, only 1 quarter left to go, plus the last 2 minutes of quarter number 3. Mustangs looking to take the lead. Left open for 3. I don't advise that. Talia Morris knocks down another triple.
Yeah, Morris has 9 points on the evening, all coming from beyond the arc.
Here's a kick out, trying to respond. South's shot well off the mark. And this will roll out of bounds.
Yeah, Sophie Daly trying to tee that one up on the right wing. And that long rebound will roll out of bounds into the hands of the Mustangs. Again, I think that shot, quite a few of these three-point misses, Tyler, can get chalked up to just kind of getting out of place on the court and being deeper back than you think you really are.
Here is a shot and a foul called. We will have free throws for Lexi Guerrero. That is the first personal foul on Sophie Daly. Central throws this in. They will kick out here. Pump fake on a 3. Morris gets to the inside. Poked away by Cheeks, who's back into the bench of Central. Boy, Cheeks just plays with reckless abandon, but you love the effort and the aggressiveness trying to get her team the ball back.
Yeah, absolutely. Jumping into passing lanes, trying to cut things down.
Here's a dump off down low and an easy bucket. Dropped in for Addison Hanson. All of a sudden, Central back in control.
That was a really good dump there from Lexi Guerrero.
And it's stolen away by Guerrero, who saves it in bounds. They want to run the floor, quickly back down. Morris thought about a 3, dumps it down low instead. They'll work it back out into the high post. Kick in the corner, Guerrero drives baseline. It's out of bounds, but it's off of a Lady Cougar.
Yeah, Guerrero got lucky there. She ran out of space, and she found herself surrounded by 4 Cougars.
And here comes Peyton Fritz.
Yeah, Peyton Fritz checked out only briefly. Coach Justin Ebert saw something he didn't like, wanted to get her back in there, maybe wanted to tell her something.
Well, at this point, with her off the floor, there was only 1 Lady Cougar on the floor who had scored tonight. There are still only 3 total. Not the case for the Lady Mustangs, who will go back to the line with Addison Hanson. And that's been the biggest surprise with this game being close. Again, there are 7 different Lady Mustangs who have scored a bucket tonight, just 3 for Salina South. First free throw is up and good for Addison Hanson. She'll have another coming.
Yeah, that foul that brought Addison Hanson to the line was committed by Tamia Cheeks. Only her first foul of the evening, which is good for all Cougar fans. You want to keep her out of foul trouble.
It's also impressive with how aggressive she plays.
Yeah, it really is.
That she only had, well, that she did not have a foul prior to that one. Both free throws go down for Addison Hanson. 34-28 is the lead. It's the biggest lead of the night for the Lady Mustangs. And a ball deflected out of bounds. It'll stay here with Salina South. 21 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Cougars trying to trim the lead down just a little bit here before the break. Ball thrown into Jordan, back to Cheeks with 15, deflected in the corner. It will stay with South as Lexi Guerrero, the last player to touch that one.
No shot clock, 15 seconds.
Quick trigger 3-pointer, no good. Rebound, Cheeks wants to take it herself and scores with the left hand. Big bucket for Cheeks. Time winding down to 4-3. Guerrero gonna have to do it herself. Running out of time. Did not have time for the pass. It does not matter. And at the end of the third quarter break, it's a 34-30 lead for the Salina Central Lady Mustangs. We will step away when we come back. It's the thrilling finale to this game. You won't want to miss it. Fourth quarter action just around the corner on the Salina Post Sports Network.
From raw honey to wax melts to beekeeping tools, boxes, and frames, AJ Honey Farms has it all and more. Be sure to check out their salves. Salves is a powerful blend of nature's best ingredients. Beeswax, crafted with care to soothe and nourish your dry skin, minor cuts, and burns. And for dry lips, try out their Happy Bee Balm. Treat yourself to their locally produced honey items or get a beautifully packaged gift set for a loved one. Stop in to see AJ Honey Farms at 901 North 9th Street. More than just a honey store.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back in here as we continue Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week action. We are into the fourth and final quarter, and it's the Salina Central Lady Mustangs who hold a 4-point lead as we go into the final 8 minutes. And a whistle and a foul going to send the Lady Mustangs to the line. That foul called on Briley Moss for Moss. That is her third.
Allison Talia Morris to the line. Morris 9 points on the evening, all coming from beyond the arc, but that time putting her head down and getting into the paint and draws the foul. Oh, and they're going to say this foul is on the court.
Okay.
Head coach Talbot arguing that she was in the act of shooting, but the rest will say no, that she wasn't, and they'll play on.
And a ball poked out of bounds. It will stay here with the Lady Mustangs. Still looking to get this in, running out of time, and it is thrown into the backcourt and a heads-up save. How about that for Grace Osmeyer? Just chucked it off the body of Brooklyn Jordan and out of bounds to salvage the possession.
Yeah, that was high basketball IQ there. Keep the possession.
Central left open from the corner, no good. Peyton Fritz pulls down the rebound. And it's stolen away, though, by Guerrero, who goes up and scores. Lexi Guerrero, like a thief in the night, will deliver a 6-point lead back to the Lady Mustangs.
Yeah, Guerrero just lurking in the shadows there on Fritz. Brought that ball down a little too low after that quick rebound.
Elbarth with the ball. Still looking for her first bucket of the night. And a whistle on the backside is going to lead to a turnover. It's an offensive foul called on Tamia Cheeks. That is her second.
And Tamia Cheeks trying to get around the Mustang defender on a backside screen, but she's going to get called with a push. And South's trying to draw up a full court press here.
Boy, that almost worked out too. They almost got the 5-second call. Central has been kind of flirting with that. Here's a kickoff for a corner three. It goes down. The fourth three-pointer of the night for Talia Morris, who has won in every quarter of this game.
And Talia Morris just been lights out for the Lady Mustangs all night, right when they need her.
And a ball deflected away will turn it over. It's the Mustangs with the ball and a 9-point lead.
Yeah, Lady Cougars need to take a breath and relax if they want to stay in this thing. Errant pass there with lots of time on the shot clock. Gives the ball right back to Central.
Central gets it in. They do so to Guerrero. She's on the run. Tries a bounce pass. It's another kick ball on Peyton Fritz. That one a little less intentional, but the result is the same.
Yeah, Peyton Fritz not afraid to use that boot. Shut it down and let the defense reset.
I mean, you might as well. It's not a foul or anything, but you don't give up an open layup. And Coach Talbot wants a timeout. She will call it. It's a 30-second timeout. It gives us a chance to remind you that coverage of tonight's game is presented by the official apparel provider of the Salina Post sports team, and that is Messenger Total Promotions. See them in downtown Salina for local high school swag like hoodies, t-shirts, hats, and more. They can custom make anything and also have items for your car. Messenger Total Promotions in Salina, Minneapolis, and Junction City. Brooks, only 5 points have been scored here in this quarter, but they've been big ones for the Salina Central Lady Mustangs. A big 3 for Talia Morris, a big bucket off the steal and score for Lexi Guerrero, and that brings us to the 39-30 score you see here.
Yeah, Central's doing a real good job. It's just staying calm in the chaos, creating good shots, and then taking advantage when you get that look. No better shooter to do it than Talia Morris for the Lady Mustangs. Coach Talbot had to call that timeout. South's been really dialing it up defensively.
Here's a 3 that flies no good. And a jump ball. The arrow this time will point towards the Lady Cougars.
Yeah, that's Brooklyn Jordan getting in on that and getting that jump ball. That's her second jump ball she's forced tonight. Really good active hands and a good job not drawing a foul as you try to be aggressive and get in on that.
Lady Cougars again still looking for their first basket of the quarter. They will dump this into the corner. Working around, back to the basket. Brooklyn Jordan is fouled by Guerrero. That is just her first. And just the first team foul of the quarter for Central as well. So that's big. Ball comes in here. They will try a 3. And oh, it was halfway down and crawled out on Sophie Daly.
Yeah, it was a really good look for Daly there. Had everything but the finish.
Great pass for Guerrero. Nothing doing that time for Morris, who's been on fire but could not connect there. Morris has taken a lot of 3s, but when you knock down 4 of those, he keeps shooting them. And I think that's the right call. That one just off the mark.
Yeah, no harm done there. Shooters shoot, and you can't make them all.
Back to work go the Lady Cougars, trying to get Peyton Fritz involved. Ball thrown back in. Fritz has it on the baseline, immediately draws a double team. Backdoor cut for Brooklyn Jordan, and it's thrown away again. Lady Cougars really shooting themselves in the foot with the turnovers right now, and Peyton Fritz has been held scoreless in the second half.
Yeah, it's not a recipe for success for the Cougars. Trying to get out of this hole here.
Talia Morris wants to go inside. It's her first 2 of the night. And Talia Morris now leads all scorers in maroon. A great night for her with 14 points. Here's a 3 on the other end, left short. Rebound Morris.
And Morris just everywhere tonight for the Mustangs, excuse me.
41-30, biggest lead of the night for Salina Central. 5-on-5 action, ball poked away, picked up here, and the Lady Cougars want to run. They don't have the numbers. They do have the ball here, though, with Elle Barth, and the ball is poked out again, and I'll keep coming back to this point as long as it remains true. Only 3 players for South have scored. Only 2 have scored in the second half. And one of them is coming back in now. That's Tamia Cheeks, but you see Cheeks check out, and the offense just plummets right now for Salina South.
Yeah, it really does. Tamia Cheeks coming back in, trying to be a spark plug late for the Cougars with only 4:50 to go in the ball game.
Tamia Cheeks has more than half of the Lady Cougar total. 16 for Cheeks, 30 for the Lady Cougars. See if they can find a way to get her involved. Brooklyn Jordan, who's got 8 points, took a touch, got it back to Barth. They want to go down low again, and it is stripped away. Second foul of the night on Guerrero.
That was a good feed in there to Peyton Fritz from Brooklyn Jordan. Fritz had a strong box out there against Grace Osmeyer, had the positioning, but Guerrero was trying to lurk in the shadows and get away with another sneaky steal, but she'll commit the foul, send Fritz to the line, and Fritz hits home the first one.
2 points here on Peyton Fritz. Her second free throw is good. She gets both. That's her first points of the second half. she has not made a field goal since the first quarter. You got to tip your cap to Central's defense. And what do we have here? They say no bucket. Foul on the floor, which hurts for Lexi Guerrero, who dropped the teardrop floater in. Instead, Central will have the points wiped away. They'll have to score them on the floor here with a fresh 35 to work with. Lady Mustangs looking to get this in. It's dribbled off the foot and out of bounds, and South will take over. Don't forget, I mean, there's a lot of basketball left to be played in this 3-possession game here, Brooks.
Yeah, there certainly is, and South has been dialing up that defense, especially on the inbounds plays, and Central has looked really uncomfortable on the baseline and sideline inbounds.
Brooklyn Jordan being hounded. Timeout called here by Justin Ebert, the 4th-year head coach for the Salina South Lady Cougars. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here and remind you that Salina Regional Health Center is hiring. See all their open positions and start your new career today by visiting srhc.com. Brooks, it feels like, again, I sound like a broken record this entire game. I do not think the Lady Cougars can win this game with just 3 players. Because at this point, the amount of space that is being given to everyone else on the floor that is not named Brooklyn Jordan, Tamia Cheeks, or Peyton Fritz is staggering. They're doubling Fritz underneath. They're basically doubling Cheeks on the outside. I mean, someone else has to step up for South if they're going to win this game.
Yeah, it would only help the Lady Cougars' cause. A lot of good basketball coming out of a host of different Cougars. Just need to get them involved in the scoring column to help out the ladies in green get out of this hole.
By the way, this is already the best offensive output of the season in 3 games for Salina Central. Their previous high, 34, in a loss to Manhattan earlier this season. Here's a kick out for a 3-pointer. That's no good. Missed by Jordan. It rolls out of play. And it is Salina Central basketball with 4:05 to go. And I know it's early, but now you can start thinking about killing some clock and taking some later shots in that shot clock. Not as much as you could previously with no shot clock, but you can still waste some time with under 4 minutes to go. And, ooh, boy. Peyton Fritz not happy about that as a foul is called. Guerrero dove to the inside, but it's the 3rd foul of the night on Tamia Cheeks. So Central is given a fresh 35. They hand it off here in the corner. Waltman thought about it, lost her handle, gets it back. They will go into Cheeks. Cheeks trying to sell it a little bit. They will fire it down low to Guerrero. Her pass too hot to handle, but it falls right into the hands of Finley Jones. Helter-skelter basketball. Bodies on the deck, still scrambling. They get it back to Guerrero with 15, and Guerrero is bumped, and that's the 4th foul of the night on Tamia Cheeks. We'll see if she stays in here. It looks like she will. And that is to the delight of the Salina Central student section just behind us.
Yeah, an excellent showing from both schools. 2 packed student sections. Just a complete sellout here in Mabee.
Great crowd, great atmosphere, and a great game as the first free throw is good for Lexi Guerrero. And you have got to tip your cap to this Salina Central defense that has not allowed a field goal in the 4th quarter yet. They've allowed just 2 points total.
It's been outstanding defensively for the Mustangs as they check their sharpshooter back in to Leah Morris to replace Finley Jones.
And both free throws go down for Guerrero. So it's an 11-point Lady Mustang lead with 3:33 to go. It's now or never for Salina South, and they dribble it off their own foot. They do salvage it. There's Cheeks down low. She puts her shot off the bottom of the backboard, and it's rebounded here by Central. They want to throw it all the way up the floor. Talia Morris was cherry picking, but can't get it done. It's stolen though underneath, and they'll keep it with Guerrero. And now a ball that's out of bounds. The referee's conferring right in front of Coach Talbot, trying to listen in.
Talbot pleading for a foul, and they're going to give this ball back to the Cougars.
Okay. Out of bounds, no foul. Talbot not happy about it. But with 3:12 to go, it's a free possession given to the Lady Cougars. Can they make something of it? They want to lob it down low again to Fritz. Power dribble through the double team, and a foul is called much to the chagrin there of Grace Osmeyer, who's going to pick up her second.
No, they'll actually tag it on Morris. Only her first. So Osmeyer stays out of the 2 foul count column.
And Peyton Fritz gets the first free throw to go down. 3 Peyton Fritz free throws in the fourth quarter, the only source of offense for the Lady Cougars. Make it 4 free throws for Peyton Fritz, who's got 10 points tonight. Still a 9-point game. Lady Mustangs in the lead. They've got the ball once again. A dive to the inside, a runner, and a foul from behind on a push from Brooklyn Jordan. And that is 5 on Jordan, and she's done. Brooklyn Jordan fouls out of this game, 8 points, and now one of the only 3 players who scored in this game for South is done.
Man, that's a tough break for Brooklyn Jordan. She got crossed up there at the top of the key by Grace Osmeyer and fouled her in the pursuit as Osmeyer buries the first.
Well, here's the other thing. Brooklyn Jordan is also the team's point guard. The most important position on the floor in a game like this, and all of a sudden they are without her services as Osmeyer gets one of the 2 free throws to go down. Rebound taken in by Tamia Cheeks herself, and well, there
you
goes
go.
Cheeks inside. There's the first field goal, by the way, of the fourth quarter for South.
Yeah, you said their point guard's out. Who answers the bell? None other than Tamia Cheeks. It'll have to come from her.
And, ooh, an offensive foul, and I don't know about that one. They're going to call it against Grace Osmeyer. That is her second. By the way, both teams are in the bonus for the rest of this quarter, and quick correction, they call that the 4th on Lexi Guerrero.
Yeah, Lexi Guerrero in foul trouble now. Howe has 4, has to be careful with 2:28 here to go in the ball game.
They will lob it down to Peyton Fritz, who is fouled again, and Fritz will go to the line for the 3rd time. They call the foul. It's the 2nd of the night on Talia Morris. And Peyton Fritz is back at the stripe, trying to whittle this lead down just a little bit. And gets the first. Peyton Fritz has been excellent at the free throw line tonight. And she'll get both again.
Peyton Fritz with 12 points on the evening.
And her last 10 have all come at the free throw line. Here's Guerrero with an aggressive kick. Morris a 3. Yes, sir! Talia Morris buries the tray. It's her 5th of the night, and she leads all scorers. A miss on the other end. A foul is called, but how about it? Talia Morris, another big-time 3.
Yeah, Talia Morris, 17 points on the evening. Tamia Cheeks gets the quick outlet, goes coast to coast, and finds her way to the stripe.
Her first is no good.
Tamia Cheeks sent to the line courtesy of a Grace Osmeyer foul. That's her 2nd foul of the evening.
Second free throw for Cheeks, trying to whittle the lead down to 8 points. And she missed them both, but there's Peyton Fritz. And they call a foul, and Fritz is going to the line. Coach Talbot calling for an arrow. I thought it was going to be an arrow, but they say there was enough contact there for the foul. It is the first of the night on Charlize Waltman.
Yeah, Charlize just trying to get a hand in on it. It looked clean, but enough contact to send Peyton Fritz to the line, and Peyton Fritz continues to do Peyton Fritz things from the charity stripe.
Peyton Fritz spends any more time at that free throw line, they're going to charge her rent. And she gets both again. Peyton Fritz, 8 points, all free throws here in the fourth quarter, and a full timeout called by Coach Talbot. We will take it as well, 47-40 with 2:04 to play between South and Central. Back with it when we return on the Salina Post Sports Network.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
Welcome back in here at Maybe Arena, a 7-point game. Central led this by as many as 12 points, but South has clawed back in it at the free throw line. And they are trying to dial up the heat right now, but it's broken easily by Grace Osmeyer. Osmeyer chased by Cheeks, almost lost her handle, and she is fouled by Tamia Cheeks, and Cheeks' night is done. So here's the situation for Salina South. They've only had 3 players score in this game. Brooklyn Jordan with 8, who is fouled out. Tamia Cheeks with 18, who is just fouled out. And Peyton Fritz, who is the only remaining Lady Cougar with a bucket tonight. She may very well have to try to do this all by herself.
Yeah, and a fantastic night and a standing ovation from the South faithful for Tamia Cheeks. Great athlete. Just got charged with a few too many tonight. Cut short with 1:57 here to go in the ballgame.
Here's the other thing, Brooks, that you and I talked about. Tamia Cheeks only had 1 foul going into the 4th quarter. She picked up 4 very quickly. And both free throws go down for Grace Osmeyer. That is a big help towards Salina Central. Will somebody else be able to step up here for the Lady Cougars? Instead, it's a jump ball. It's going the other way for Central, and they can think about the confetti a little bit early here. 9 points to go. 9 points a lead. 2 minutes to go. Central with the basketball, but right now the teeth of this Lady Cougar offense on the bench with 5 fouls. Central trying to get this in. They will do so. Immediately trapped, but they break the pressure here. And one of the better defenders is Tamia Cheeks off the floor. Central, I would imagine, yeah, Coach Talbot motioning for them to pull this out and kill some clock. They go in the corner instead. They take a 3, and they are rewarded for their aggressiveness. Charlize Waltman knocks down the tray. There's your dagger. A shot on the other end, no good. Missed there for Elle Barth. It'll be picked up here by Fritz, who goes up and misses point blank. We got a jump ball down low. It'll stay with South. But the scoring struggles for anybody else continue, and that includes Peyton Fritz, who, for as good as she's been at the free throw line, Brooks, has not scored a field goal since the 1st quarter.
Yeah, it's been an interesting game offensively for the Cougars, who find themselves only 12 points down, but just can't get it rolling offensively.
Well, and right now, yeah, the number that is hurting them the most is on that clock, 107. You wonder if there's even time enough to make a run. They got to be more aggressive than this offensively. They will kick it in the corner. It's an air ball miss. It comes down to Central. And the Lady Mustangs can start dribbling this out. They are going to reclaim the Mayor's Cup on the girls basketball side when the final buzzer sounds at Maybe here tonight. Salina Central student section breaking out the I believe that we have won chant. With 30 seconds to go, Guerrero is fouled, and she will go to the line to shoot 2.
Foul goes against Elizabeth Maxton. Send Guerrero to the line.
And Guerrero gets the first. Lexi Guerrero going to have a new season high in points tonight. 6 for her with that main free throw. Time now for one last Salina South possession, unless they can force a turnover, but this game already in hand. Three-pointer flies from the left wing. It's an air ball miss. And a rebound pulled down by Salina Central. Final 10 seconds, and South will call off the Dogs. The Lady Cougars got a 71-46 win last year to snap a 4-game win streak. But on the girls basketball side, the Mayor's Cup belongs to Salina Central and their hot, sharp-shooting team from beyond the arc. Your final from Navy Arena, Salina Central 54, Salina South 40. Back to wrap it up on the postgame report when we come back on the Salina Post Sports Network.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Sage is your go-to source for industrial strength cleaning products, ice melt, floor equipment, paper, asphalt, and just about everything in between. Whether you're a maintenance supervisor, a small business, or just wanting your home to look amazing, stop by 732 North 9th Street in Salina, where we will be happy to assist you. You can also visit us at sageselects.com or call us at 309-1919. Sage Products, the right call every time.
When there is wastewater backing up into your home, time is crucial. Hours are precious to minimize the mess and damage. That is where Salina Septic Service looks out for you with direct access to their dispatch board, so you can schedule the first available appointment. Upload pictures and description of your problem on the Salina Septic Service website and secure your appointment 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Money-saving specials now and information on worry-free service plans when you visit salinasepticservice.com.
Well, welcome back in here on the Salina Post Sports Network. Tyler Henry joined here by Brooks Gerritsen, and it's time now for us to put the cap on an exciting women's game. Boy, Brooks, this one was awfully close. It was a 2-point South lead at the end of the first quarter. It was tied 21-21 at halftime. It swung a little bit in favor of Central. They held a 4-point lead going into the fourth quarter, but from there, they were able to close it out, and a lot of that work was done on the defensive end. How about this, Brooks? In the final 8 minutes of this game, they closed out. They allowed only one field goal, and that was it. All the way across the board in the fourth quarter, their defense locked down, a big part of the reason they get the win here tonight.
Yeah, they certainly did. It was a great matchup from tip to end. Lady Mustangs able to close it out with some impressive shooting from Talia Morris, and just really good game management skills from Coach Talabot, able to call a few crucial timeouts, get things back organized, and just a really impressive overall win. Saw a lot of good things from junior Lexi Guerrero coming off the bench and giving some positive minutes, and Mustangs are just able to hold on and control this thing and get away with it for a struggling South offense.
Yeah, it was good stuff out of Guerrero. Like you said, she had a season-high 6 points tonight. She also had, I want to say, something like 5 or 6 steals and 5 or 6 assists. She was dishing up teammates, but you're right. The real impressive performance tonight to Leah Morris, 17 points, 5 made three-pointers. She was money from beyond the arc in this game.
Yeah, she really was. Talia Morris found a ton of open shots. She did a lot of movement without the ball in her hand. Didn't have to put it on the floor that much. And was able to knock it down when they got it to her. Tamia Cheeks, 18 points on the south side of things. Just didn't have much help to give her there. An impressive ball game out of the junior Tamia Cheeks from Salina South. Only one foul going into the fourth quarter. She tried to dial it up. She did all she could. She ended up fouling out with just under 2 minutes left in the ball game, but nonetheless an impressive ball game from Tamia Cheeks.
Well, and final numbers from this game look like this. There are a lot of scores to go through, 7 of them, in fact, on the Salina Central side. As you mentioned, they were led by a 17-point performance out of Talia Morris. 8 points tonight for Charlize Waltman, 6 for Lexi Guerrero, for Addison Hansen, and for Grace Ostmeyer. 5 points for Finley Jones, 4 points for Remy Myers, and 2 points in this game for Tessa Snyder. On the south side, it was the polar opposite. Only 3 girls scored in this game. Tamia Cheeks led the way with 18. She fouled out of this game in the fourth quarter. Brooklyn Jordan had 8 points. She fouled out in the fourth quarter. And Peyton Fritz does finish with 14 points, but most of that came from the free throw line. She was 2 for 2 for 4 points in the first quarter. She didn't score another field goal the rest of the game. I thought that really was where Central won this game, taking her away inside and not letting her get in a position to score from the floor.
Yeah, they certainly did. Peyton Fritz, a talented 6'2" sophomore out of Salina South, but just couldn't get it going offensively. Only way she was able to tap through was getting to the line, but it was too little too late as the Mustangs rolled on to victory here at Mabee Arena.
Talk about a few more storylines coming out of this game before we close things out. And Brooks, let's go ahead and start here. For the Lady Mustangs, you love to see this. It is the first career win, at least here in the maroon and white, for Coach Paige Talbot. Again, she takes over for Chris Beer, who slides over to coach the boys. For number one, it's got to feel good to get her first victory, but you also see a team that, let's face it, did not have much varsity playing experience coming into this year after the graduation of 8 seniors last year. They are starting to put the pieces together and figure it out. There are some really good flashes we saw. I think the Central team is going to give some people problems down the stretch.
Yeah, there's a lot of great things to build off of this game. Like you said, first win for this team this season. First win for head coach Paige Talbot. This is Paige Talbot's first season as a head coach. I was actually a student with Paige Talbot down at Bethany College, and she was a basketball player and I was a football player down in Lynchburg. So it's great to see her have success here at the high school level from a head coach perspective. And there's a lot of things to take away from this game that Central can roll on as they continue conference play and shortly wrap things up here before having to tuck things away before the New Year's break.
On the other side of things, you take a look at how things shook out for Salina South, and I think it's very clear. Again, they have good pieces. We've seen what this team can do, but there were 2 things that I think were apparent in this game. Number one, this South team is very young. Remember, you look up and down at the players that have actually seen playing time this year, there is not a single senior among them, and Tamia Cheeks is the only junior among the group. Every other player who has seen or is seeing meaningful minutes for Salina South is either a sophomore or a freshman, including 4 members of that starting 5. So I think it might take a little bit of time for that cohesion to kind of build itself, but at the end of the day, if you want to win basketball games, especially in the ABCTL1, you have to have more than 3 players in the scoring column. And it doesn't have to be another 10 or 15 or 20-point performance, but you've got to make people respect all 5 on the floor or you're going to run into trouble the way South did tonight.
Yeah, you really are. Like you said, South in that bigger division, right, the ABCTL1, so they're going to face a lot of talented opponents as they take a lot of road trips down to the Wichita greater area throughout this basketball season. Central, on the other hand, getting things rolling. They're in that lower division with just a few less kids attending the high school right now. So facing a similar yet different side of things in that Wichita area. And South looking to mix things up, get a few more of those sophomores comfortable on the varsity court. And as soon as you know it, hey, in a couple of years, this South team could be one to reckon with.
And I really think that it will be, because again, you're talking about Peyton Fritz, Brooklyn Jordan, Riley Moss, all of them only sophomores. They are only going to continue to get better as time goes on. Salina Central moves to 1-2 on the year. Salina South falls to 1-2. And with that, our post-game coverage of the girls' game is complete. We will step away, but when we come back, we'll get you ready for the boys' game between 1-1 Central and 1-1 South. It's round 2 of our Mayor's Cup matchup, and it's back when we return. You're listening to the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week right here on the Salina Post Sports Network.
Summer travel can damage and destroy your tires. Commercial Tire Centers encourages you to underinflation or overinflation along with the extreme Kansas heat can cause a blowout, damage to your vehicle, and even cause accidents. Make sure your passenger car, truck, RV, and trailer tires are all ready to hit the road when you visit Commercial Tire. We'll even check your spare tire. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th in Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional 452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer. The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialist will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
Sage is your go-to source for industrial strength cleaning products, ice melt, floor equipment, paper, asphalt, and just about everything in between. Whether you're a maintenance supervisor, a small business, or just wanting your home to look amazing, stop by 732 North 9th Street in Salina, where we will be happy to assist you. You can also visit us at sageselects.com or call us at 309-1919. Sage Products, the right call every time.
When there is wastewater backing up into your home, time is crucial. Hours are precious to minimize the mess and damage. That is where Salina Septic Service looks out for you with direct access to their dispatch board, so you can schedule the first available appointment. Upload pictures and description of your problem on the Salina Septic Service website and secure your appointment 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Money-saving specials now and information on worry-free service plans when you visit salinasepticservice.com.
Your next visit to the doctor for an upcoming procedure or surgery should start with a conversation about Salina Surgical Hospital. Hi, this is Geraldine Diedrich, and we are truly committed to fostering your health and well-being. From outpatient procedures to inpatient stays, you will feel the difference in our excellent care and compassion. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure at Salina Surgical Hospital. Your surgical experience is our specialty. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local, community-involved physicians.
We spend 1/3 of our lives working to build our wealth. With over 50 years of combined experience, Billings Group wants to be there to help manage yours. If you're planning for retirement or looking for financial coaching, then come see us on Westchester Drive, east of the YMCA, or visit our website at billingsgroup.com. Securities offered by registered representatives through Private Client Services, member FINRA, SIPC. Advisory products and services offered by investment advisory representatives through RFG Advisory, a registered investment advisor. RFG Advisory, Billings Group, and Private Client Services are unaffiliated entities.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Hey, Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
Close your eyes. Now, imagine yourself cheering from the bleachers at Salina South. Feel the pride of donning the colors of Salina Central. Picture the spirit of being part of the Sacred Heart community, or the camaraderie at southeast of Saline. Envision the thrill of supporting El Saline or Bennington. Visualize the unity in rallying for Minneapolis High. Now, open your eyes and see yourself in team apparel from Messenger Total Promotions. Visit them in person in downtown Salina.
Are you looking for professional change? Salina Regional Health Center has immediate openings with our financial and revenue cycle departments. We are seeking highly motivated professionals for the following key positions: Registrar, Certified Professional Coder, Health Information Management Associate, Financial Counselors, and Medical Billing Specialist. These full-time roles offer competitive salaries, comprehensive benefits, and in many cases, flexible scheduling with generous time-off policies. At Salina Regional Health Center, we foster a collaborative and supportive team environment. Interested candidates are invited to apply directly through our website at srhc.com. For further inquiries about these opportunities and others, please contact me, Tess Madro, in Human Resources at 785-452-7026. Salina Regional Health Center, taking care of you so you can care for others. It's the Salina Regional Health Center way.
At Vernon Jewelers, we have 140 things to celebrate, like 140 years of our family serving you and your family. In honor of our 140th anniversary in downtown Salina, we are offering 20% off everything store-wide, plus a bonus. At time of purchase, select a bonus bubble and you could save an additional 10 to 20, even 30% off, up to 50% off your purchase. Excludes repair and loose diamonds. Sell in September 21st. Vernon Jewelers celebrating 140 years in downtown Salina.
Life is better with American Family Insurance because our agents provide specialized local expertise to help you get the right coverage at the right price. We understand that farming and ranching is at the heart of what you do, and we want to help protect what you've worked so hard for. Let's build the policy your farm and ranch deserves.
Contact Scott Osherman, agent at Scott Osherman Agency, Inc. at 785-392-3111 today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Well, welcome back in here on our Salina Post Game of the Week. It's time for round two after the Central girls get the win over South 54-40. Tyler Henry joined here by Brooks Garrettson, and we should have another good one for you on the boys' side. It's Salina Central and Salina South, who both come into this game at 1-1. Again, South is technically the home team here today, but this is the only game played between the two. It's played here on a neutral site, and it is played in front of a ruckus, packed house at Kansas Wesleyan's Mabee Arena. One fun game already. Brooks, we should be in for another fun one here.
Yes, absolutely. Like you mentioned, a packed house tonight. Central brought all of their band. They brought all of their cheerleaders, all of their dancers. South did the same with all of their cheerleaders and all of their dancers. Had an awesome halftime performance of the girls' game with a hodgepodge of Mustangs and Cougars out there dancing around, having a good old time. And now it's time for another great source of entertainment as these boys get set to tip off. This matchup has been a good one in the past couple of years, with Central claiming the last two victories and South having the three before that. If we take a look back just a year ago, Central was able to secure the W over the South Cougars with a 65-57 victory. South looking to put an end to that tonight and get that win back on the south side of things. Central hoping to hold that title strong and return that Mayor's Cup back to Crawford.
Yeah, it should be, like we said, a highly touted matchup, but arguably the biggest storyline of this game, Brooks, is going to have absolutely nothing to do with who is on the floor. It's who's not on it. 3 huge injuries here for Salina South. Jackson Myers suffered a broken hand in football season, so he was supposed to be one of the returning starters for the Cougars. He is not available. Then Andrew Harris suffered an injury in an early preseason practice. He is suddenly out and missing time, and we don't know 100% why or what happened to Sawyer Walker, but he did not play, as far as we know, in the second game of the season. So another starter for this team, maybe not available in this game. We're not 100% sure as to Sawyer Walker's status, but that is a huge shunt for Garrison to lose this early in the season. Salina South, though, is still finding ways and still battling, and it came out big in a 72-45 win over Arc City, made all the more impressive by the fact that they did not have 3 of their potential starting 5 available to play in that game.
Yeah, battling some early season woes here, like you mentioned, with a couple injuries, but finding some really good success down in Arc City, where they put up a impressive 72-point stint and kept Arc City to only 45. So looking to build off of that momentum that they had down in Arc City, where Central also coming off of some momentum, where they got a big win over a talented Manhattan team who came into town, and Central was able to sneak out of that with a 58-56 win over at the Brick House.
That is a 6A Manhattan team. So again, Central not afraid to play up. They got a narrow win there. Their loss, as you said before, was to Andover Central. It was by just 1 point. So Central is showing some really good things. Let's talk a little bit more about the reason why that might be, though, Brooks. And it's something that we had a chance to speak about in the preseason. Chris Fear, the longtime girls head coach at Salina Central, matter of fact, the winningest girls head coach in Salina Central program history, slides over to coach the boys. And he told me when we talked preseason, he said, I told the guys, I feel bad for what you've had to go through. I am now your 3rd coach in 3 years. These seniors have had to see 3 different systems. They've had to see 3 different coaches. He takes over for Billy Graff, who had a bit of a lackluster season a year ago, but under his direction, this team seems to have found their footing a little bit. They do have a good amount of senior experience on this roster, but it just seems like the team is getting more out of a lot of these guys, and they have gotten so much more out of Caden Snyder, who, by the way, is averaging 25 points a game coming into this one. He will be the player to watch in this game.
Yeah, Caden Snyder, just such a threat down low, the 6'6" junior. So talented inside. Look to see a lot of the offense run through him and run through the paint.
Let's go ahead and meet the starting lineup for both of these teams, and we will begin with the Salina Central Mustangs, who will put on the floor a 6'1" senior in Finley Waltman, averaging 6.5 points per game. A 6' senior in Cameron Jones, averaging 11.5 points per game. A 5'10" senior, Tate Gary, averaging 3.5 points a game. A 6'4" junior in Noah Peck, averaging 7 points a game. And the big boy down low, 6'6", Caden Snyder, a junior, averaging 25 points per game. For Salina South, they will start a 6'4" senior in Jace Humphrey. He's had a heck of a season so far himself, averaging 19.5 points and 4.5 rebounds a contest. He will be joined by a 6'1" junior, Dakari Small, averaging 9 points a game. A 5'9" junior in Easton Wilcox, averaging 1.5 points. 6'2" sophomore Kobe Henley, averaging 10 points a game. And 6'6" junior Gavin DeVoe, averaging 9 points per contest. Jason Hooper is the head coach for your Salina South Cougars. He is in his 12th season at the helm. He is the 2nd longest tenured head coach in our area. Meanwhile, it is Chris Fear in his 1st year as the boys head coach here at Salina Central. We are just about ready to get this one underway. In the jump circle for Salina Central, it's Noah Peck. For Salina South, as the ball's jumped up, it is the aforementioned Gavin DeVoe, and the Cougars will win the jump. They will take the ball first and start with it here, working from right to left as you view it from the primary camera angle. And a good take and make. How about that out of the gate for Dakari Small.
Dakari Small puts the gas pedal to the floor and gets a quick work off the glass.
Caden Snyder takes his first touch in the high post, kicks out, three-pointer on the way, and good for Finley Waltman. Boy, that was the other thing we heard from Chris Fear. He wasn't sure how the three-point shooting would work out this season. Well, it's off to a hot start with a make on the outside from Waltman. Salina South comes out tonight in their all green jerseys, green shorts, gold numerals trimmed in black, Cougars across the front. For Central, it's the all white jerseys, maroon numerals trimmed in black, Mustangs written across the front. Ball picked up here by Salina South. They want to attack it downhill. It's swatted away. A big block early in this game for Tate Gary. .3-2 remains our score. It will be for South, Easton Wilcox to inbound this under his own basket. Wilcox looking for somewhere to go with this, gets it in at the top. This is Humphrey. Humphrey, the primary damage dealer, shoots a fadeaway jumper, no good. Caden Snyder can't secure the rebound though, as it's stolen by Kobe Henley. Kicks out for a Wilcox three, that's no good. Offensive rebound, then a stick back for Jace Humphrey. Big bucket for the team's leading scorer.
And 2 offensive rebounds give Cougars another chance, and they're able to take advantage.
Three-pointer, Mustangs goes down. Back-to-back trays to open the scoring. Finley Waltman with the first, Cameron Jones with the second. Kobe Henley back on the ball. He's given a path, goes and attacks the rim, and Kobe Henley has his first bucket of the night. We are tied 6-all. Hot start for both offenses in this game.
Yeah, sick little crossover move by Henley.
And a ball deflected away will bring down and come back to the Cougars as they want to attack on the inside. It's a handoff, it's a right-handed lay-in, and it's 4 baskets by 4 different guys. Gavin DeVoe lays it in.
Yeah, Gavin DeVoe got the steal on the defensive end, and then he's able to get that inbound inlet pass and get it up off the board. Cash in for 2.
Finley Walton with a drive-by and a lay-in. Waltman, sorry, his second make of the night.
Yeah, good drive in there by Finley Waltman as he puts his head down and uses the window, working down the right end of the paint.
Ball picked up here by Kobe Henley, gives it up to Humphrey. He will swing it around, back into the hands once again of Easton Wilcox. Wilcox thought about a fadeaway, gets it off left wing. This is Humphrey again, wanting to get downhill and attack the basket. Takes a tough fadeaway jumper, in and out, no good. And it's Caden Snyder there to rip away the rebound.
That's good defense there by Noah Peck against Humphrey. Get a hand up in Peck's face.
Corner 3, air ball miss, and the rebound hauled in by Salina South. They will bring it back up the floor with Dakari Small. Tucks it, goes up, misses with the right hand, but an offensive rebound. Then a second chance shot, no good. Another board for Snyder, off the miss by Salina South. Finally, these offenses slowing down, and a point-blank miss. Boy, an easy run out it looked like for Salina Central, but they can't get the finish. Here's a corner 3, in and out, no good. Rebound contested on the floor. South rips it away, looking for somewhere to go with it. Central comes up with it, they scoop it away. Now trying to score inside, contact, and free throws coming for Noah Peck.
Yeah, chaotic possession there. Noah Peck is able to reach down and steal the ball from Gavin Defoe, and Defoe gets the foul in frustration.
So it's Peck at the line, shooting 2. His first is no good. Foul, by the way, goes on Gavin Defoe. It is his first. We've got 2 subs coming in. Grayson Jones will enter the ball game, as will Gannon Cole. Checking out.
On the south side of things, Sawyer Walker.
Okay. Good to see Sawyer Walker back out there. Walker, again, we were unsure of his status coming into this game. Good to see him on the floor here for the Cougars. 4:33 left to go. Both free throws by Noah Peck are missed, so the game is tied. 8-8 remains our score. Cougars working on the basketball. They will shift this around back into the hands for the moment of Walker, and now we've got, I believe, a kick ball.
Yeah, Noah Peck Gonna get called with a kick. It looked like a clean steal. As Jace Humphrey just kind of picked up his dribble early there. Peck tried to close out that passing lane, but they say he closed it with his foot.
Takari Small, a crossover inside, gets the ball back up. We're about halfway gone by here in quarter number 1. Been a fun game so far, a lot of scoring early on. Post-entry pass, that comes in to Gavin DeVoe. And a foul on the floor. Going to be whistled here against Salina Central, I believe. Yes, it'll be on Grayson Jones. It is his first.
Yeah, Grayson Jones just checked in. Gives Snyder a breather.
Meanwhile, Kyler Webb will check in to replace Kobe Henley for the Cougars. Ball comes in, back to Humphrey. He wants to attack the basket. Going to work here once again on Grayson Jones. Kicks up, gives it out instead to Kyler Webb. Recollects it on the wing. Baseline drive, fadeaway jumper goes down for Jace Humphrey. And it's shots like that that'll get you 19 and a half a game.
Yeah, no kidding. Jace Humphrey, hand in his face, but comfortable nonetheless. Good fadeaway jumper down there on the baseline.
Here's a dribble out. They want to slice to the inside, kick it out. Thought about a 3 instead. A sidestep, a 3 from a different angle, no good, and a rebound taken in here by Kyler Webb. Webb back down the floor. Gives it up, inside move, nothing doing there. Back to the shooter, and the stick back is there for Gavin DeVoe. His second bucket of the night, and a 30-second timeout called on the floor gives us a chance to remind you that coverage of tonight's game is brought to you by AJ Honey Farms. From raw honey to wax melts to beekeeping tools, AJ Honey Farms has it all and more. Treat yourself to locally produced honey items or get a beautifully packaged gift set for a loved one. Stop in and see AJ Honey Farms at 901 North 9th Street. Brooks, if you're a fan of lockdown defense, this might not be the game for you early on, but as a fan of offense, I'm loving it. A lot of scoring here in these first 5 or 6 minutes.
Yeah, no kidding. Both teams coming out of the gate hot, flying around, creating a ton of different looks inside the paint. Central knocking down a couple threes, got 2 different threes made by 2 different players out of Finley Waltman and Cameron Jones.
Well, and that's kind of been the difference in this game. All 3-pointers, except for a lone 2 from Finley Waltman on Central's side, all 2-pointers for Salina South, but they've mixed it up. They've got 6 different makes for 4 different players. Right now, they're looking for a stop, and they almost got it there. Jace Humphrey jumps the passing lane, gets a hand on it, knocks it out of bounds with 3:07 to go, first quarter.
Yeah, 6'4" senior using all of his wingspan there. Bat that ball out of bounds.
Ball taken up here by Cameron Jones of Salina Central. They get it instead to Snyder, hand it off on the outside. That's Tate Gary. Gary once again finds Jones right wing, half the shot clock gone. He will drift back out into a trap, trying to find Snyder. Snyder's not home. It's a steal for Salina South. They go underneath, then it's a lay-in. How about that? Takari Small's second bucket of the night.
Yeah, good run down there by Sawyer Walker and a quick dump to Smalls for that easy lay-in.
14-8 lead. Big swat attempt underneath, nothing doing. Offensive rebound almost pulled in. South has to be careful. They toe the sideline. Stop. Pop for 3. It goes down. A big-time triple, the first of the night for Kobe Henley.
Yeah, Kobe Henley, all the confidence in the world there to pull up in transition. Had numbers, but liked his shot and made it hurt for the Mustangs.
Well, and you gotta love this. 4 different players, each of them with 2 buckets. That's tough to guard if you're Salina Central.
Yeah, no kidding. South sharing the wealth well here early.
Cameron Jones looking for a screen, goes inside, and an off.
No, they're gonna call a block foul.
Okay.
Against Kyler Webb of Salina South.
All right, so for Webb, it is his first foul. It's 2 free throws coming. I lost the referee behind a sea of jerseys. And it will be Cameron Jones at the line shooting 2. His first is good. So 1 more free throw for Cameron Jones, as Gavin DeVoe checks back into the ball game, and Jace Humphrey will take his first rest of the day.
Easton Wilcox also back into the ball game for the Cougars.
Second free throw is no good, out of bounds. It'll stay with Central. Wow, all right. Big break for the Mustangs, who will take this moment to check Jones out of the game. They bring Finley Waltman back in to replace him. Dump off here for Salina Central. Back to work on the offensive end, trailing in this game by 8. Mustangs hand it off, curling around. Finley Waltman gives up now to Caden Snyder. He wants to go on a drive, and Snyder takes it all the way to the cup and scores himself. First bucket of the night for Caden Snyder.
Yeah, strong drive there by the big man Snyder.
Kick out for a three-pointer. Thought about it, crawls out, but an offensive rebound for the Cougars. They will give it up, step inside. Once again, a post-up touch. Count the basket and one for Gavin DeVoe.
And Gavin DeVoe got that offensive rebound and just went to work inside the paint, battling through that contact.
It's the first foul on,
or no, it's actually, they're going to say second foul on Grayson Jones, who will have to check out of the ball game. Back in to replace him, Noah Peck. And DeVoe misses the first, or the second one, excuse me.
Yeah, the only one on the and one there. Snyder pulls down the rebound and brings the ball back up the floor here for Central. They trail, but only by 8. Back to work here, go the Mustangs. They've got it with Gannon Cole. He will give it up now to Noah Peck. And a bump foul on the outside called against Kobe Henley.
It's Henley's first foul of the evening.
And Finley Waltman, or correction, Jace Humphrey will check back into the game for Kyler Webb, so the leading scorer back on the floor here for the Cougars. Final minute of the first quarter. Post-up touch. Going to work defensively is Humphrey. They will give this up underneath. A block there for the Cougars. And contact on the rebound. Boy, they're playing really good defense here tonight, but that time not without incident, as Kobe Henley is going to get tagged with his second. And that will get Dakari Small back up and off the bench. (19-11) is our score. Mustangs looking to get this in. They will do so at the top. Dump it down to Snyder. His shot too strong, and the rebound is pulled in by Easton Wilcox. Here come the Cougars. 37 seconds left. Shovel pass, three-pointer, off the mark, no good. Little shy that time, and the rebound brought down by the Mustangs.
Yeah, good look there for the Cougars. Ball movement finds an open shot for Jace Humphrey, but it rattles in and out.
Gannon Cole has the ball, dribbles it between his legs here. Shot clock is off. Mustangs can take the last shot of the quarter if they want. They will shovel it around into the corner. Time winding down to 10. A free throw line jumper, no good. Ball swatted away, but it'll go out of bounds, and it will be Cougar basketball with 6.3 seconds remaining. Chance for the Cougars to score here to close out the quarter. They will get it in to Dakari Small. Time down to 3, down to 2. Small, a floater. Can't get it to go. And at the end of the first quarter, our score, Salina South 19, Salina Central 11. We'll step away, back with the second quarter of action when we return on the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
We spend 1/3 of our lives working to build our wealth. With over 50 years of combined experience, Billings Group wants to be there to help manage yours. If you're planning for retirement or looking for financial coaching, then come see us on Westchester Drive, east of the YMCA, or visit our website at billingsgroup.com. Securities offered by registered representatives through Private Client Services. Member FINRA, SIPC. Advisory products and services offered by investment advisory representatives through RFG Advisory, a registered investment advisor. RFG Advisory, Billings Group, and Private Client Services are unaffiliated entities.
Welcome back inside Maybe Arena. Tyler Henry joined here by Brooks Gerritsen, and in a 19-11 lead for the Salina South Cougars at the end of the quarter. 4 different players involved in the scoring, each of them with several big buckets. So far in this game, just 3 for Salina Central. And remember, they got most of their points on those 3 big three-pointers to start the game. Since then, they've cooled off a lot on the offensive end.
Yeah, they really have. And South has been finding a lot of success inside the paint. Lots of good drives and lots of good dishes into the
There's
lane.
a pump fake and a drive and a foul called. That will send Finley Waltman to the free throw line. Let's see who they call this on. Quick correction. That'll be Cameron Jones going to the stripe. The foul is called on Gavin DeVoe. That is his second.
Yeah, DeVoe will have to be careful. He's a talented playmaker. But you can't help your team if you got 5. He's got 2 early here.
First free throw up and good for Cameron Jones, and they will check DeVoe out for Kyler Webb. Second free throw for Cameron Jones, got them both. 3 for 4 start at the line for Cameron Jones. Back to a 2-possession game, 6-point advantage for the Cougars. They will work the ball around, back to Sawyer Walker. He is still looking for his first bucket of this game. Now back to Humphrey, diving to the inside. Had a good idea to give it off, but put the ball and the pass off the foot of his teammate. And an awkward shot that circles the cylinder and just won't go down. 3rd chance opportunity, no good. 4th chance opportunity will fall. Well, sooner or later, that was always going to happen. Caden Snyder ends up finishing the 4th opportunity.
My, oh my. Offensive rebounds just continue to help out Salina Central tonight.
Here's a blow by and a put back on the other end by Jace Humphrey off the miss. And the paint continues to be the place where the driving Cougars can live. 21-15 is our new score. Cougars in the lead, Mustangs with the basketball. Early second quarter is where we stand. Ball poked away, taken here by the Cougars. And South wants to run with Humphrey. Humphrey, wow. Well, I'm going to guess that one's not on the play sheet. Jace Humphrey dove inside. It was ambitious, and then his teammate, Kyler Webb, ends up getting tagged with his second foul, and it's an empty possession for the Cougars. Not sure what was said here between Caden Snyder and head coach Chris Fear, but a big old grin exchange by the two of them. Cameron Jones back on the basketball. He will give it up to Tate Gary on the left wing. Dump it off in the high post. Ball poked away, taken by South again. It's out of bounds, but Central is just struggling to settle into much of anything here offensively, Brooks.
Yeah, South is just getting really good active hands and excellent help side defense. That time by Lawson Reset. Gets in there and just bothers Noah Peck.
Here's a drive and an offensive foul called against Cameron Jones. That is his first. And South is going the other way, and the Mustang fans in attendance do not like it.
Yeah, Easton Wilcox getting down there and setting his feet on the diving Cameron Jones. And Jones and Wilcox exchange a couple words as they get up.
Here's a three-pointer taken, missed from the outside, but back to the shooter and around onto the left wing. South will stop and reset. 5:47 to go. They get the ball to Humphrey. Humphrey wants to go inside, back to the basket. Fadeaway jumper, in and out, no good. Rebound comes down to Tate Gary.
Yeah, good look there by Humphrey. He had one fadeaway earlier on the baseline, but can't get that one inside the paint.
Tough shot, but when you score over 20 a game, they'll let you take them. Here is a big three-pointer knocked down for Finley Waltman, his second tray of the night.
Now Waltman getting hot in the corner there. Good ball movement to create an open look for Salina Central.
South thought about it. Now they will tee up the three, and it's no good. The board hauled in by Noah Peck.
Yeah, Peck's got 4 rebounds on the evening for the Mustangs. Been doing really good on the boards.
Finley Waltman gives it up down low. Noah Peck and a whistle and a foul. They will call this against Sawyer Walker.
Yeah, 22 on 22 crime there. As Sawyer Walker tries to hold Noah Peck defensively.
And a full timeout is called. They want to talk it over. We'll take it with them. 4:58 left to go in the first half. A 21-18 lead for Salina South. But the Mustangs on the march here for Navy Arena.
From raw honey to wax melts to beekeeping tools, boxes, and frames, AJ Honey Farms has it all and more. Be sure to check out their salves. Salves is a powerful blend of nature's best ingredients. Beeswax, crafted with care to soothe and nourish your dry skin, minor cuts, and burns. And for dry lips, try out their Happy Bee Balm. Treat yourself to their locally produced honey items or get a beautifully packaged gift set for a loved one. Stop in to see AJ Honey Farms at 901 North 9th Street. More than just a honey store.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back inside Navy Arena. Tyler Henry, Brooks Garrettson as we continue working our way through this one. And boy, it's been a good run here in this quarter for Central. They have outscored Salina South 7-2. Almost another bucket down low, and free throws coming for Noah Peck. See who the foul is on here.
Free throws coming for freshly checked in freshman Grant Dye. Or no, excuse me, Grant Osmeyer. Grant Dye, the other Grant that I see playing basketball. Grant Dye on the Kansas Wesleyan squad. This Grant, however, Grant Osmeyer, freshman of Salina Central, who makes his first free throw.
Boy, you threw me for a loop. I was thinking, man, is it Saturday already?
Yeah, my bad. My bad, G.
Grant Osmeyer's second free throw will go down. Yeah. Well, if you want to see, what do we have here?
See here, he's a freshman chant coming out of Salina Central.
They want to look at it
section.
Okay, so we've got an official announcement. No more noisemakers, air horns, or anything of the like. They want those gone, and the officials have clearly had enough. The funny thing is, there are so many students here from both student sections, I don't even know who the culprits would be. Probably the South student section with Central shooting free throws there, but yeah, well, it's still going to be loud.
It certainly is.
That may inspire the vocals to get a little bit louder here as Salina South dives to the inside. They will kick it out for a three-pointer, good closeout, probably a foul, nothing called, and off the miss, the rebound is picked up by Cameron Jones. Jones jumps in, kicks out, head fake there for Noah Peck, goes downhill, nothing doing, second shot, and quick correction on my part, that is Grant Osmeyer, who's going back to the line for two more. The foul called on Sawyer Walker, and that is Walker's second quick one.
Yeah, strong rebound there from Osmeyer to give himself an opportunity and working through the contact to get to the charity stripe.
First free throw here, no good for Grant Osmeyer. Osmeyer averaging just 1.5 points in these first couple of games, but a freshman that clearly Coach Fear has a lot of confidence in, putting him in this early in a game like this, and he knocks down another free throw to help extend the Salina Central run and tie the game.
Yeah, Osmeyer great 8th grade basketball player last year at Lakewood, where I reside during my day job. Got the pleasure of hanging out with that young man and all these other freshmen that are now joining the Mustang squad over at Central High.
And you have a day job? I gotta get me one of those. Maybe one day I'll be a real professional. Chase Humphrey goes underneath. He's blocked away. It's picked up on the backside by Central. What a block. Down low for Caden Snyder. Or no, that was Grant Osmeyer again. Boy, Osmeyer getting it done. Here's a baseline fadeaway, Jay, and it goes down for Finley Waltman.
Mustangs right back in it here as they take the lead 23-21.
They trailed 19-11 at the end of the first quarter. They're up by 2 with 3:39 to play. Here's a dipsy-do dunk underneath for Dakari Small.
Yeah, really good move there by Dakari Small, keeping his pivot foot, getting his defender up in the air, and then an easy blow by using the window.
Attacking the rim, losing the ball. It'll roll out of bounds, and it will be the first turnover of the night on Osmeyer. But you gotta love the confidence out of this freshman. He is getting downhill. He's playing with some real aggression here.
Yeah, he certainly is. Good defensive that time by Kobe Henley to make the freshman uncomfortable and force the dribble off the foot.
So it was a 12-2 Central run that got them back in it and up by 2. We're all tied up now, 23 all with 3:10 to go. Boy, it was a similar story in the girls' game today. As these two teams going at it, heated crosstown rivals. You throw the records out. Here's a good lay-in on the back end. Kyler Webb's got his first bucket of the night. South back in the lead on a 4-0 run themselves.
Yeah, nice touch there by Webb and a good feed.
Inside
Henley.
Spin move and a finish for Cameron Jones.
Yeah, Jones is just getting more and more creative as the evening comes on. So many different handles in the way he gets inside.
First quarter started with a lot of scoring. It looks like the second quarter is going to end in much the same way. They will take it on the outside, and we've got a whistle as Easton Wilcox was fouled on his way through. That is the second team foul on the Mustangs. Remember, the Cougars have already committed 5. So bonus territory for the Mustangs for the final 2:29. And an inbound coming here for Kyler Webb.
Yeah, that foul committed by Gannon Cole.
Almost committed 2.
Yeah, no kidding. Cole trying to get in Wilcox's grill. Wilcox having nothing of it.
Wilcox calls for motion. They will hand this off. Great backdoor find and a lay-in for Chase Humphrey. Oh my goodness, that was a sweet dish.
Yeah, South doing a really good job at getting Central to get up in the air and create an easy open shot.
Ball tipped away, back to a Central shooter. 2 minutes left to go here in the half. They will fire it through. A three-pointer for Caden Snyder, no good. And the rebound taken in by Dakari Small. South back down the floor. They will shovel it off back to Small. He is picked up by Cameron Jones, puts his back to him, gets the ball back to Humphrey. Chase Humphrey on it, hands it off back into the hands of Wilcox, picked up by his number 10 counterpart, Gannon Cole. 17 left to shoot, ball poked away. Cole had it and then stepped on the sideline. He is helped up by a strong parent there in the front row. You love to see that. How about that? Gannon Cole was waiting for a teammate. All of a sudden, he's got a grown man lifting him up from behind.
And Gannon Cole gets fouled in the process.
Okay.
After that steal, so Cole gets the pick, and then Wilcox gets the foul to send Cole to the line.
Second foul against Wilcox. First free throw, no good for Gannon Cole. Central shot just 4 free throws in the first quarter. They are shooting now their 8th free throw of the second quarter alone.
Central will check back into the ball game, Tate Gray, and South will check in Lawson Reset.
Second free throw goes down for Gannon Cole, and Tate Gary will get back on defense here. Ball back in the hands of Wilcox. He'll give it up now to Dakari Small. 1:21 left to play. They will go on to the block. This is Humphrey, 22 left to shoot. Humphrey goes to the inside, to the baseline, kicks out. Thought about a 3, they'll turn it down. Small, baseline, or free throw line jumper, no good. Rebound hauled in. Cameron Jones brings it back down the floor as we enter the final minute of the opening quarter. Almost thrown into the backcourt, picked up once again. Central wants to get a high post touch. They have it. Caden Snyder getting inside, left his shot a little too strong, and the rebound pulled in by Jace Humphrey. You hear Coach Fear asking for a foul. He will not get it.
Coach Hooper of South wants to set up the offense.
Lawson Reset on the basketball, fires it down low, but it's swatted into the clarinets. A big block comes in from the backside. It was Cannon Cole who sent it down to earth.
Yeah, down into the woodwind section on the baseline here. And Central check in Noah Peck back into the ball game.
We talked about it during the girls' game. It's a risky play to have the band set up right there. So far hasn't caused any problems. Here's the ball diving on the floor, and it's going to come down to Central. The shot clock is turned off. The Mustangs, if they want, can play for the last shot here of the quarter. Instead, they go to the inside. The shot no good. Therefore, the freshman Osmeyer. And now you see South want to slow the pace. They've got it with Humphrey. They will reset with Wilcox. Time down to 5, now down to 4. Into the hands of Humphrey. Sidestep 3, no good. It's a rebound for Central, and the half comes to an end with a 1-point Salina South lead. The Cougars led this game by 8 points at the end of the first quarter, but here at the half, they lead by just 1. 27-26 is our score. Halftime is next here on the Salina Post Sports Network.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Sage is your go-to source for industrial strength cleaning products, ice melt, floor equipment, paper, asphalt, and just about everything in between. Whether you're a maintenance supervisor, a small business, or just wanting your home to look amazing, stop by 732 North 9th Street in Salina, where we will be happy to assist you. You can also visit us at sageselects.com or call us at 309-1919. Sage.
When there is wastewater backing up into your home, time is crucial. Hours are precious to minimize the mess and damage. That is where Salina Septic Service looks out for you with direct access to their dispatch board, so you can schedule the first available appointment, upload pictures and description of your problem on the Salina Septic Service website, and secure your appointment 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Money-saving specials now and information on worry-free service plans when you visit salinasepticservice.com.
Your next visit to the doctor for an upcoming procedure or surgery should start with a conversation about Salina Surgical Hospital. Hi, this is Geraldine Diedrich, and we are truly committed to fostering your health and well-being. From outpatient procedures to inpatient stays, you will feel the difference in our excellent care and compassion. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure at Salina Surgical Hospital. Your surgical experience is our specialty. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local, community-involved physicians.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Hey Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
Close your eyes. Now, imagine yourself cheering from the bleachers at Salina South. Feel the pride of donning the colors of Salina Central. Picture the spirit of being part of the Sacred Heart community or the camaraderie at Southeast of Saline. Envision the thrill of supporting El Saline or Bennington. Visualize the unity in rallying for Minneapolis High. Now, open your eyes and see yourself in team apparel from Messenger Total Promotions. Visit them in person in downtown Salina.
Are you ready to make a meaningful impact? Join our professional healthcare team at Salina Regional Health Center. We're seeking dedicated individuals who are eager to provide exceptional care to our community. Our growing organization offers competitive pay, comprehensive benefits, and opportunities for growth. We are committed to supporting you in your career. If you're ready to join a team that values compassion, teamwork, and outstanding patient care, apply now at srhc.com or reach out to me, Tess Madro, in Human Resources. Great careers start here. Salina Regional Health Center, we take care of you so you can care for others.
Welcome back in here on the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week. Tyler Henry joined here by Brooks Gerritsen. Ryan Showman is in the house here tonight, as are several people here on the home floor of Kansas Wesleyan. And boy, a really cool thing going on here at halftime, Brooks. Obviously, these are heated rivals, these schools. There's no love lost when the teams take place on the field, on the court, on the diamond. Doesn't seem to matter, but kind of a combo halftime show put on between both dance and cheer squads coming together to entertain the Salina community here tonight.
Yeah, awesome event there that both high schools were able to put together, had those teams practice for quite some time, I'm sure. It looked excellent as both cheer and dance and twirl teams of each high school being represented, and just an awesome event there. Love to see that out of the Salina community, and just love to see, love that we have this beautiful campus here on the University of Kansas Wesleyan, able to come here at Maybe Arena in a awesome facility and just watch some great hoops.
Got a couple of scores to pass along to you from our Bennington State Bank scoreboard. There was a doubleheader that took place earlier today in the Irish Classic that saw Rossville's girls get the win over Sacred Heart 57-60, but the Sacred Heart boys come back and get the job done 69-56. They remain undefeated on the year and roll to 3-0. Got a couple of scores for you from earlier tonight. Boy, Southeast of Saline's girls took care of business against Beloit. They get the win 66-31. On the girls' side, Bishop Ward could not overcome Chapman's girls, who knocked them off 59-13. A great defensive performance out of the Lady Irish. That boys' game has gone final in the Irish Classic, and Bishop Ward's boys come back and get revenge for the girls. 61-21 is the final score there, and it hasn't quite gone final yet, but Southeast of Saline is going to start their season 0-3. Boy, they did give Beloit all they could handle tonight, though. 79-65 is the score in that one, with just under 20 seconds left to play.
Yeah, Southeast of Saline boys having a bit of growing pains getting into basketball season after a very long and successful football season.
Yes, sir. 2A state champions picked up a state championship for just the second time. Somebody just threw an aluminum foil ball onto the floor. It'll be picked up by Salina South's Dakari Small, who will look for a trash can here. But let's go ahead and refocus and talk about this game. I don't know why. Okay, now we got something else just got thrown. I don't know who's throwing things onto the floor right now, but that's got to stop.
Yeah, it's really throwing Tyler and I off. We're usually we're used to the KCAC where the only things thrown are temper tantrums.
Yeah, and the occasional insults, but yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Let's talk about some first half scoring from this game as you take a look at the Salina South Cougars, and they have spread the scoring out evenly among 5 different guys. Kobe Henley actually leads the way with 7 points. 6 for Jace Humphrey, 6 for Gavin DeVoe, 6 for Dakari Small, and 6 for Kyler Webb. Meanwhile, for Salina Central, 10 points for Finley Waltman, 8 points for Cameron Jones, 4 points in this game for Caden Snyder, just 1 for Gannon Cole, and just 3 for Grant Osmeyer. Overall, what stands out the most to you when you take a look at the first half scoring for these two teams?
We'll see a lot of just unselfish play out of Salina South. Been moving the ball really well, been crashing inside, and a lot of last-second dumps or last-second kickouts to create just that extra pass to get a better look and a better scoring opportunity. Out of Salina Central, saw some really impressive flashes of electric offense, especially in the first, kind of an inverse of the girls game, like you mentioned, Tyler. Salina Central coming out hot, and then Salina South kind of settling back in and getting a run to get this back into a close game. And really, since then, this has been a back-and-forth battle of just kind of mini runs to put us at a 27-26 South advantage at the half.
One other thing that I do think is worth mentioning, let's talk for just a moment about Caden Snyder, because he came into this game averaging 25 points a game. South has done such a good job on him down low. He has just 4 points on 2 made field goals. That's it. I feel like if they can find a way to keep Snyder down in the second half, they've got a really good chance at rolling away to a win. But it's going to take more offensively. How do you feel about the defensive job that they've done on Caden Snyder tonight?
Yeah, Snyder certainly not on pace for 25 like he has been this season. He's a big kid, 6'6" junior, weighing in at probably about 225 if I had to guess. Just a stud inside, but seen some really good defense out of Jace Humphrey to shut him down, as well as defense out of Sawyer Walker and Gavin Defoe. Defoe's been really good inside for the Cougars, defensively and offensively. Defoe currently with 6 points on the evening. But yeah, I would say keep that up if you're a Cougar. Keep shutting down that big man, Caden Snyder, and it's going to make it a lot easier for the boys in green and yellow heading into the second half.
Kind of on the other side of that, as we get into the second half, what do you think are the biggest keys for Salina Central to try to come back and pull this out against the shorthanded Cougars?
Well, I think Central's done a really good job of figuring out how they can be successful. They've had a couple different dishes, and they've seen some different success outside of the three-point arch and inside the paint. What Central needs to do is just keep their cool. You've seen a couple of errant passes and a couple of just hair-on-fire plays. If they can keep their cool in the madness of maybe, everything should be all right for the Mustangs.
Well, good start here as they will force a quick turnover and take this ball back the other way. A chance for them to open the scoring here in the second half. And they will, just as they did in the first. Finley Waltman knocked down a three-pointer to get the Mustangs on the board in the first half. He does the same in the second.
Yeah, quick assist there from Cameron Jones to Waltman, and Waltman just knocking it down. You can tell he's refreshed after a quick Gatorade and orange inside the halftime break.
See what kind of halftime adjustments are made on both ends. Count it, and one for Easton Wilcox. That is his first bucket of the night, and it'll come with a chance to make it a three-point play, as that is going down as the first foul of the night on Noah Peck. And the and one free throw, no good for Wilcox. The rebound pulled in by Central. We remain tied 29-29.
South staying in man defense, Central as well.
They get it in the corner, thought about a three, they turn it down, but it's stolen away. Turnovers have been a big factor in the first half, a big problem for this Salina Central team. Imagine how many points they could score if they hadn't turned it over at least 10 to 12 times in the first half. Timeout called by Jason Hooper. He wants a moment to talk things over and save his team. And South comes out, they're playing maybe just a little bit too up-tempo here, Brooks, with their hair on fire early on here in the second half.
There's a really good steal there by Kobe Henley to get that play going. He had a really nice full speed behind the back dribble there to keep it out of the pursuing Finley Waltman and Cameron Jones. But as I mentioned, hair on fire, right? Cougars kind of coming out hot there. Veteran head coach Jason Hooper, who's been the head coach of Salina South boys for 12 seasons now. This is 12 seasons. Taking a timeout, not wanting to burn a possession there and let Central start this third quarter out too hot.
So the Mustangs on defense, the score remains tied. They'll be South to throw this in, and they will do so. I think that was the intended target. Gavin DeVoe picks it up. He was in some foul trouble early in this game. Has to be careful moving forward. Here is Dakari Small. He will hand it off. They will circle around, kick it out for a three-pointer, and it is just off the mark. Jace Humphrey has not hit a three yet in this game. We talked about South defensively keeping Caden Snyder down. They've done a good job on Humphrey, who scored just 8 points in this game. And there is a bucket for the answer as Jones gets one to go.
Yeah, nice shot there from Jones. He's got 11 on the night as he collects another one from the left-hand wing.
Salina South back to work here. And that's no good.
And Jace Humphrey goes 0 for 2 back-to-back, tries to get it on beyond the arc and tries to work in a postman move, but it rattles in and out on him, which is great for Central. Humphrey, a really good offensive player.
Another ball deflected away. They will get it back, though, to the Mustangs as they kick this into the corner. Caden Snyder trying to get involved immediately, double team. Kicks out, sidestep, a drive, and a baseline jumper. A lot of contact. Finley Waltman will go to the line to shoot 2. And the foul called on Dakari Small. It is his first.
Finley Waltman makes his first. Checking in for the Cougars, Sawyer Walker. He will replace Easton Wilcox. Waltman's second free throw is also good.
So Waltman gets them both. He has 5 points in this second half.
15 on the night.
Yes, sir. Cougars back on the attack. They want to work the ball back down here into the hands of Gavin DeVoe. Swing it around back at the top. This is Sawyer Walker. Walker looking to get himself activated. A ball dribbled off the knee there. This was the Sawyer Walker game last year as Jace Humphreys steps on the baseline. Walker had 19 points in this game the last time these two linked up back in 2023.
Yeah, Walker with only 2 points tonight. It's been a different story here in 2024.
2 points, 2 fouls, and right now his team trailing by 5. Boy, it looked like it was going to be all Cougars early on, but the Mustangs have really buckled down, and they've started to get it rolling on offense too. Here's a blow-by, missed the shot point blank. They'll hand it off to Snyder. He goes up and can't get it to go. Tip back no good, and Snyder going to get caught with a rebounding foul as he goes up and over the back. No, they're calling this against South. Okay.
I'm not sure against who exactly.
No, I don't think, actually, there was no foul. I'm not sure how this works out, but Central will get the ball back. They will kick this into the corner. More importantly, they get a fresh 35-second shot clock to work with as Finley Waltman pulls the ball out and gets it back to Tate Gary on the right wing. Gary picked up by Humphrey, works it around the circle here, looking to go inside. That is a kick out, a pump fake, a step in. They wanted to force feed Snyder, but he's not home. And on the other end, blew the point blank layup for Kobe Henley. Both teams trading misses. Here's Snyder who goes up and lays it in for his third bucket of the night. And the Central lead balloons to 7. And a foul called away from the ball. They're going to get this on Tate Gary. 36-29. The score, the first foul of the night on Gary.
Back in for the Mustangs. Grayson Jones, who will replace Noah Peck. Gannon Cole will also return to the floor for the Mustangs to replace Tate Gary.
Working on this here as they will send it back to the outside into the hands of Humphrey. Plenty of time. Humphrey, a 3. High arcing miss. Rebound comes down to a green jersey. Stick back, no good. Third chance opportunity. There it is, off the window for Sawyer Walker. It's his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, it came from 2 offensive boards there. Cougars giving themselves more chances and cashing in.
Deep three-pointer, well off the mark. Missed short that time. And it's a opportunity for the Cougars to trim this down just a little bit.
Yeah, Cameron Jones setting up shop Again, not quite sure if these high schoolers realize how deep they are with these extra lines on the court.
It's been an interesting factor. We haven't talked about the two factors in this game. Well, unaffected. Sawyer Walker, he hit the first shot. He was doing a lot of that in this building last year. It was a three-point parade for Sawyer Walker. That's how he got his 19 points against Central. All of a sudden, it's a two-point game. Crowd chanting right now on the south side for defense. A corner three for Central, missed the rebound, Sawyer Walker, and the Cougars with a chance to tie or take the lead. Walker starting to heat up just a little bit. He will hand this off back to Henley. Backs himself down, now wants to get to the inside. Puts up a runner, no good. Rebound Central. Here come the Mustangs. They're shy a man though. As Finley Waltman a little slow to get up. Underneath miss. Ball thrown back in, but now the sleeper Waltman is back to play defense. It's a drive, it's a layup, and it goes down for Kobe Henley.
Yeah, Henley's got 7 tonight, and a lot of that coming through the hustle, like that transition bucket right there.
Mustangs back to work here on their offensive end. 36-36 tie game following that make by Kobe Henley. They thought about a three. They'll step back. Here's a three from a different source. In and out, no good. Rebound fought for between two green jerseys. South right now fighting each other off for the basketball. Ball's gonna spin out of bounds. It will stay right here with the Cougars.
Yeah, Gannon Cole just continues to turn it up defensively as he flicks that ball out of bounds.
Kyler Webb back into the ball game here for the Cougars, as is Easton Wilcox.
And for the Mustangs, Grayson Jones back in the ball game.
A minute 50 left to go. Cougars on the basketball. Pump fake. Sawyer Walker steps in, draws some contact. He is stripped of the ball. They will throw it ahead here for Cameron Jones, who takes it all the way and lays it in. Timeout called by Salina Central. It's a 30-second timeout, and it gives us a chance to remind you that the official apparel provider for the Salina Post Sports team is Messenger Total Promotions. See them in downtown Salina for local high school swag like hoodies, t-shirts, hats, and more. They can custom make anything and have items for your car. Messenger Total Promotions in Salina, Minneapolis, and Junction City. Brooks Garrettson, it's been a fun back and forth battle. Every time it looks like one of these teams is about to seize control, the other goes on a run and comes right back with a vengeance. We are going to be in for a fight to the finish.
Yeah, that last stop right there, that's coming courtesy of Gannon Cole. Just checked in. He's kind of a defensive spark plug for this Mustang squad, and he does exactly what Coach Fear wanted from him. He steals it from Sawyer Walker, who's starting to heat up for the Cougars, but he's able to get Walker uncomfortable. He pokes it away from him once, it goes out of bounds, it gets back into Walker's hands. Walker tries to get a dribble drive on him, and Cole's able to steal it away, and they get the 2-point lead. Fear's timeout, telling his guys, hey, keep that defensive work up.
Ooh, they might have gotten away with a travel instead. It's a Jace Humphrey lay-in. That's Humphrey's first bucket of the second half.
Yeah, it's coming courtesy of a Wilcox assist as he finds the open man on the backside cut.
Had to as he was falling down. Mustangs will swing this ball back into the corner. They will hand it off for a big three-pointer. That's no good, though. Walker fighting off his man for the rebound. And we got a jump ball or a rebounding foul. I believe it's a jump ball. The arrow points south. So with a tie game, 38-38, 1:08 left to go before the fourth quarter. Long. Even the JV games were good, Brooks. It's part of the reason why we're playing so late into the night here. A lot of other games in the area wrapping up, but every matchup in Maybe Arena today has been a banger, including this one. 38 all, just under a minute to go in the third quarter. Ball swung back on the right wing. They will dump this off down low. Big power dribble on the interior. Has to kick this out. A lot of contact and a block for Salina Central. Mustangs trying to turn defense into offense, and they will. Cameron Jones lays it in transition, and the Mustangs take the lead. Sawyer Walker hands it off to Humphrey. He gets his man airborne, dumps it off here to Gavin DeVoe. DeVoe backing down, wants to circle the inside, kicks out instead. Three-pointer flies, it goes down. There's the answer. Easton Wilcox buries the triple.
Yeah, Cougars.
Time winding down, a foul and 2 free throws coming for Cameron Jones. Frantic finish here to the third quarter.
No kidding. Gavin Defoe gets called with a block foul as he tries to set up shop inside and get called with a charge.
And that is Gavin DeVoe's third foul. He becomes the first member of the 3-foul club, at least of guys in the game right now. Kobe Henley will check in to replace him
as Cameron Jones misses the first.
Jones so far today, 3 of 5, make him 4 of 6. He gets another to go down. A half-court heave, a little too strong, and we are tied going into the 4th and final quarter. It's been a good one so far. You won't want to go anywhere. 4th quarter when we come back, 41-all between the Mustangs and the Cougars here in the Mayor's Cup matchup on the Salina Post Sports Network.
Are you ready to make a meaningful impact? Join our professional healthcare team at Salina Regional Health Center. We're seeking dedicated individuals who are eager to provide exceptional care to our community. Our growing organization offers competitive pay, comprehensive benefits, and opportunities for growth. We are committed to supporting you in your career. If you're ready to join a team that values compassion, teamwork, and outstanding patient care, apply now at srhc.com or reach out to me, Tess Madro, in Human Resources. Great careers start here. Salina Regional Health Center, we take care of you so you can care for others.
At Vernon Jewelers, we are celebrating 140 years of our family serving yours, serving you with the best in prices, quality, and the service to back it up. You can trust us for your unique custom pieces and any repair you may need. And just because we've been around for 140 years doesn't mean we are old and out of touch. It just means we're really good at what we do. Now is the time to shop for the holiday. Come see us in downtown Salina and look for the iconic Vernon Jewelers sign on Santa Fe, here for you since 1884.
41-41 is our score. Put a fresh 8 on the board. It's a brand new ball game as we head to the final quarter of this Mayor's Cup matchup. And it's a game that has been won the last 2 seasons by Salina Central. It was won the 3 seasons prior by Salina South. And it's been fun to see how this has gone down. Actually, quick correction, flip that. 2 wins for South, the previous 3 for Central, and a timeout called as Central wants to save the possession here. Bodies flying around on the deck. Every possession is going to matter down the stretch. And this is going to be a full timeout. You see there, Coach Hooper is arguing that, well, his team might have had possession. But either way, it's called a timeout on the floor, and we'll take it quickly. Back with the last 7:51 when we come back on the Salina Post Sports Network.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Welcome back here inside Navy Arena. Tyler Henry joined here by Brooks Garrettson, a 41-all tie. And a quick timeout called by Salina Central. They wanted to take a second and try to save a possession. So they'll have the inbound here. What are you seeing here in the third quarter, Brooks?
Seeing just, man, rivalry coming down to what exactly it should. 0 point game. You call it 0-0. We got 7:51 here to go. Mustangs and Cougars scrapping for it.
Finley Waltman with 15, Cameron Jones with 16, Jace Humphrey with 10. Those are your 3 players in double figures tonight. And here is Caden Snyder, who would love very much to get himself in a position to be there, but he has it stripped away. And here come the Cougars back up the floor with Dakari Small. Takes a tough shot off the window, no good. Rebound pulled in by the Mustangs. They throw it all the way up the floor into the hands of Tate Gary. Mustangs want to stop and reset. This is Snyder, puts his back to the basket, almost has it stripped. They will kick it out, swing it around. Another 3 for Finley Waltman. And it's a huge bucket for the Mustangs, who take a 3-point lead.
Extra pass gives Finley Waltman the open look at the top of the key, and Waltman has 18 points on the evening for the Mustangs.
Cougars looking to answer underneath. This is Wilcox, kicks it back out to Small. He'll put his back to the basket. Wilcox picks it up. They will swing it around back to Henley. Half the shot clock gone. Time winding down to 12, now to 10. Back in the corner, this is Henley. He wants to go instead to Small. Time down to 5, down to 4. Off to Sawyer Walker. Time down to 3, down to 2. Wilcox, corner 3! You bet! Easton Wilcox, are you kidding me? And we are tied.
Ice in his veins. Easton Wilcox making his own shot as the shot clock expires.
Caden Snyder has to be careful on the baseline, picks it back up, off his own miss, goes up and scores.
Man, big man, Caden Snyder just going to work inside the paint, nearly finding the baseline with his size 16 shoe, but is able to make it work.
Easy lay-in though for Jace Humphrey. There is the answer, and it's back to a tie game, 46-46. Cameron Jones, a little dipsy-do and a right-handed finish, and the Mustangs pull back ahead by 2.
Man, these teams are going toe for toe, Tyler.
We may not have another stop the rest of the night, the way these offenses are clicking here. Dakari Small gets it back to Wilcox. He's come alive here in the second half. No points in the first, 8 in the second. Wilcox wants to go to work, gives it up. Pump fake here, a dive to the inside, and a shot that circles the cylinder and then crawls out on Kobe Henley.
Yeah, great move from Henley there to get his defender up off the deck.
Here's a 3, straightaway distance. Finley Waltman has done it again. It's his 5th three-pointer of the night.
Waltman's got 21 on the evening as he just continues to lead Central to pull this thing away. Their lead at 51-46.
Here's a Wilcox jumper that crawls through, and the answer comes right back for Easton Wilcox. Full timeout taken by Coach Hooper. We will take it as well. Mustangs lead by 3, 51-48 when we return on the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week.
From raw honey to wax melts to beekeeping tools, boxes, and frames, AJ Honey Farms has it all and more. Be sure to check out their salves. Salves is a powerful blend of nature's best ingredients. Beeswax, crafted with care to soothe and nourish your dry skin, minor cuts, and burns. And for dry lips, try out their Happy Bee Balm. Treat yourself to their locally produced honey items or get a beautifully packaged gift set for a loved one. Stop in to see AJ Honey Farms at 901 North 9th Street. More than just a honey store.
51-48 is the lead for Salina Central. Boy, this game, though, has been such a fun back-and-forth affair. Again, the two teams were separated by 8 points. South had a 19-11 lead at the end of the first quarter. Central came back. They brought it within 1. It was tied 41-all going into the fourth quarter, and since then, it has been a heavyweight boxing match with both teams trying to knock the other to the mat, both with no avail so far.
Yeah, just an absolute blockbuster here tonight, and maybe, man, 2 miles separate these schools, Tyler. You got Central over on Crawford, you got South down on Magnolia, and then you got the campus of Kansas Wesleyan nestled between Cloud and Crawford, where these two foes meet tonight in what has been an absolute battle.
Central has gotten their points, 2 Finley Waltman three-pointers, a Caden Snyder lay-in underneath. On the other end, it's been a lot of Easton Wilcox here in the fourth quarter. Mustangs back to work. They've got it here with Jones. He wants to drive, shut off quickly, gets it back on the outside, almost lost it. They save it with Waltman. Still working here. Time winding down to 10-9 off in the corner. This is Waltman, dumps it off to Snyder with 6. Back to the basket with 5. He is double teamed, wants to go himself, misses off the window, gets it back, goes back up and scores. Caden Snyder will deliver a 5-point lead here to the Mustangs.
Yeah, Snyder's got 8 rebounds on the night, and he helps himself there by getting that one.
Three-pointer flies, no good, and the rebound for Finley Waltman. And all of a sudden, the Mustangs slowing down the pace, trying really hard to control this game.
Yeah, Central just wanting to reverse this ball, try to use all of the shot clock that they got.
They will swing it back around to Jones again. He wants to drift back out, picked up by Small, gets it off into the hands here of Noah Peck. Time winding down again to 10-9 in the hands of Waltman. He is going to be double teamed down low, still fighting off a defender, and a foul is called. Boy, I thought that was going to be a jump ball for sure. Instead, they're going to get a foul on Kobe Henley. That is his third foul.
Yeah, it was really good help defense by Easton Wilcox to collapse to help his teammate Kobe Henley. Nonetheless, it's Central ball.
Three-pointer off an inbound, almost goes down. They don't get the rebound. Keep in mind, Grayson Jones just checked in for Caden Snyder, so a little less size on the floor for Salina Central. And we'll see whether or not South wants to dive to the inside. That's where they made a lot of their hay in the first half. Here's a great move, but a point-blank miss for Jace Humphrey.
Yeah, Humphrey, another fantastic move, but just can't get it home. Cougars have had that from a couple guys tonight.
Cameron Jones gives it, takes it himself. That won't go down. A foul here, and we're going the other way. Well, I thought for sure that was in.
Man, Mustangs and Cougars exchanged 2 easy misses after 2 excellent moves.
That's going to be the third foul, or no, the first foul on Grant Osmeyer. By the way, they checked out Caden Snyder. He got maybe half a sip of water and a couple seconds on the bench. He's right back into the game for the final 3:13, and they need him. Sawyer Walker gives it up. They will swing it back around to Wilcox on the left wing. Walker takes a touch at the edge of the big Coyote logo. Plenty of shot clock left, but the Cougars trail by 5 with 3 minutes left to go. They throw this in the corner, and standing on the sideline was Sawyer Walker. It's a big turnover here on Salina South.
Now Wilcox trying to find Walker in the corner. But again, maybe those extra lines, bigger logo, players kind of getting lost in space and where they're at in relation to the sideline.
Here is a kick out, another 3 for Waltman, and he buries it. 3 fourth-quarter triples, 6 for the game, and the Mustangs lead by 8, but an immediate answer on the other side for Easton Wilcox. Oh my goodness.
Easton Wilcox continuing to answer the bell for Salina South as Central tries to keep it out of arm's reach, but the Cougars are trying to claw back.
This has been, I mean, again, we always try to bring you a game of the week. Brooks Garrettson, this has been the game of the week. And if you're joining us from any of the other games streamed on our network or elsewhere, you picked a good one to tune in for. This has been a battle from start to finish. And with that Easton Wilcox 3, it is right back to a 5-point game.
Yeah, a shutdown. Now, what comes most importantly at the end of this game is defense. We've seen it here in the fourth quarter. Both of these teams can shoot. Both of these teams can drive to the board. They get a creative make or find a way to the line. It's going to come down to who can defend, who can make a stop, and get out of this thing alive.
24 points for Finley Waltman. 10 points for Caden Snyder, but his presence inside has forced South to give a little more space on the exterior, and that's where Waltman and Jones have been knocking down these threes. Central wants to take some air out of the basketball here. They will step back to the inside with Cameron Jones. Jones wants to go down on the baseline. A big swat block for Dakari Small, who plays anything but underneath.
Yeah, my oh my, Dakari Small. Nothing but small on that block as he emphatically puts that one into the horn section.
Central gets this ball back inside. They have it with Caden Snyder, who can't quite get the end one, but will have a chance to earn him at the line.
Yes, Snyder just continuing to work his butt off inside as he backs down against Jace Humphrey. Humphrey's only first foul of the evening, and Humphrey's been guarding Snyder most of this game.
Snyder's first free throw is good. Perhaps spurred on by the overrated chants from the Salina South student section. You know the student sections aren't going to let up in this game.
Oh, no, absolutely not. State Gary checks back in for the Mustangs.
Second free throw on its way, left it short. Rebound taken in here by South. They pull it in. It's still a 2-possession game with 2 minutes to go. You don't need threes. They do help, But if you're Salina South, you've got plenty of time. You do need to score fast. Here is Sawyer Walker on a blow-by, no good. The stick back, though, is there for Gavin DeVoe. He's got 8 points, and the lead is cut down to 4.
Yeah, DeVoe's 8 points and 7 rebounds on the night, continuing to help the Cougars.
Question now is, can you get a stop if you're Salina South? Central back on the attack, 1:34 to go. They want to take some time off this clock with 1:30 left in the game and a 2-possession lead. They are looking for a big late dagger. Cameron Jones on the basketball. He will get it back off to Gary, working around. Time down to 8, down to 7, into the corner. Pump fake, a drive, and a tough lay-in for Cameron Jones.
Cameron Jones putting his head down and working down the baseline and then using the window with his right hand on the left side.
Back to a 6-point lead, make it 4 again. Dakari Small answers back on the other end, but time now a factor as we're inside the final minute of this game. Ball poked away momentarily. Cameron Jones goes into traffic, and we've got a whistle and a foul called against Gavin DeVoe. It is his 4th. It is the team's 3rd, and with 52 seconds to go, it's a fresh shot clock given here to Salina Central.
Yeah, I really like that idea out of Gavin DeVoe there, trying to get up and get a charge foul on the Mustangs.
Here's a pass in, and they will turn down the shot wisely, again trying to milk some more of this clock. Back off to Finley Waltman. It's a 2-possession game. A 3 would make it a 3-possession game, but that's not what you're thinking about right now if you're Central. If it happens, great. If not, you're not worried. This is what they need to do. Kill some clock. Now they get it down low to Snyder. Back off at the top. They will kick this into the corner. Time now a factor on the shot clock, and they're going to cough it up. It's saved here by South, who throws it ahead. A wide open transition layup is denied on a foul by Central. Cameron Jones hit the afterburners to close out and foul, and he will make Gavin DeVoe earn these at the line.
Yeah, really good defensive stand there out of South to force the errant pass from Central and get a chance to get this thing back in reach.
These are huge free throws, and the first is no good for Gavin DeVoe.
Yeah, DeVoe just need to take a breath here, relax, and get back to the basics.
Grant Osmeyer back in the game, the freshman playing some huge seconds, not minutes here. 23 seconds left to go. Second free throw for Gavin DeVoe is good. So the lead is trimmed to 1 possession. 59-56 is the Mustang lead. Fasten your seatbelts for the last 23 seconds.
Cougars check back in. Kyler Webb and Easton Wilcox.
Ball thrown in. We'll see if the Cougars elect to foul. They're trying to trap right now. Ball thrown back off to Snyder with 18 seconds. He crosses the timeline, and he is fouled. Remember, though, the Cougars had one to give. The next will send the Mustangs to the line, and they will return Sawyer Walker. Nope, they will bring Sawyer Walker back to the bench and keep the 5 they have on the floor.
Cougars will have to defend like their lives depend on it here.
Finley Waltman looking to get this in. He will do so. Cougars now have to foul, and they will. And that should send Cameron Jones to the line here. No, they'll throw it in one more time. Sorry, that was the 5th foul. It's the 2nd committed by Dakari Small.
So Cougars will check back in. Gavin DeVoe as well as Sawyer Walker.
Okay, and I thought, I've been tripped out by things before, but yes, there are free throws here. Initially, the referees were lining up as if they were going to have Central throw this in. Cameron Jones at the line shooting 2, and he gets the first. That is a big one. It makes it a 2-possession lead with 12.6 to go.
And junior Cannon Cole is going to replace freshman Grant Osmeyer.
Second free throw is good. He gets them both. And a timeout called by Salina Central with a 5-point lead. Those free throws might have just put this game on ice.
Yeah, 5 points, 12.6 seconds. Cougars gonna have to go deep into their bag of tricks here. Mustangs have to hold on and hold tight for these 12.5 seconds.
Finley Waltman, what a night. for him. Again, 15 points going into the fourth quarter, 3 big three-pointers. He's got 24. Cameron Jones, though, has been just as good. Those 2 free throws get him to 22, and that 1-2 punch has been incredible. Also, I want to take a minute and point out, Finley Waltman has been averaging 6.5 points a game. Cameron Jones has been averaging 11.5. I know it's a small sample size, but these guys stepped up in the biggest moment when it mattered most against their biggest rival.
Yeah, no kidding. 2 seniors right there out of Finley Waltman, Cameron Jones, just stepping up and wanting to keep the Mayor's Cup on their side of town.
Well, it looks like it's going to, and it's going to be a great year for Central because they already won this rivalry matchup on the football field. Now they'll have a doubleheader sweep on the hardwood to add to that collection. And it looks like that Mayor's Cup going to stay right where it was following this year's football game. Ball thrown in. Cougars will roll. This game not over just yet. It's brought across by Small. They get it off here. A pump fake, a sidestep, a big 3. It goes down for Jace Humphrey. And we're not done yet. With 5.7 to go, Jace Humphrey has given some late life to these Cougars who call timeout.
Jace Humphrey, hello Mr. Ice, as he comes down, has a Mustang flying at him, stays cool, takes a side dribble, takes a side step, and hits that open tray from the right-hand wing. Jace Humphrey, 15 points on the evening.
This is one of those games, these guys on both sides are going to remember this for a long time. Jace Humphrey, one of the only seniors for this very young Cougar team. Again, of guys who have played this year, it's just Jace Humphrey and Lawson Reset, and that is it. As far as seniors who have seen the floor this season, they do have other seniors on the roster, but remember, Andrew Harris is hurt right now. He is not available. And he's not a senior, but also Jackson Myers is injured. That's the other thing to keep in mind. South's done all of this without 2 potential starters available.
Yeah, absolutely. Myers and Harris, both really talented athletes, and having to just be good teammates here tonight.
5.7 seconds remaining. The Cougars looking for a late miracle. It will be Caden Snyder to throw this in for Salina Central. They will get it in quickly. That took about half a second. 4.1, all that remains. Free throws coming for Cameron Jones. He already hit 2 big ones to put this game and make it a 2-possession lead. He'll need 2 more to do the same here.
Yeah, Cougars preying on some Cameron Jones misses right now.
First free throw for Cameron Jones is good. 1 more free throw will put this game on ice if Cameron Jones can get this ball to tickle the twine. Jones stares down the rim. His second free throw is good, and that is your dagger. South throws it in. They will take a last shot at the horn. It does not matter. The Salina Central Mustangs complete the sweep. They get the win on the girls' side, 54-40, and they get the win on the boys' side. Your final from Navy, Mustangs 63, Cougars 59. An excellent game of the week to round out a busy day of coverage here on the Salina Post Sports Network. We will step away, but don't go anywhere. Post game is next here on the Salina Post Sports Network.
Winter traffic can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. Repairs that aren't tire-related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of 2 types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Sage is your go-to source for industrial strength cleaning products, ice melt, floor equipment, paper, asphalt, and just about everything in between. Whether you're a maintenance supervisor, a small business, or just wanting your home to look amazing, stop by 732 North 9th Street in Salina, where we will be happy to assist you. You can also visit us at sageselects.com or call us at 309-1919. Sage Products, the right call every time.
Is wastewater backing up into your home? Time is crucial. Hours are precious to minimize the mess and damage. That is where Salina Septic Service looks out for you with direct access to their dispatch board, so you can schedule the first available appointment, upload pictures and description of your problem on the Salina Septic Service website, and secure your appointment 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Money-saving specials now and information on worry-free service plans when you visit salinasepticservice.com.
Your next visit to the doctor for an upcoming procedure or surgery should start with a conversation about Salina Surgical Hospital. Hi, this is Geraldine Diedrich, and we are truly committed to fostering your health and well-being. From outpatient procedures to inpatient stays, you will feel the difference in our excellent care and compassion. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure at Salina Surgical Hospital. Your surgical experience is our specialty. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local, community-involved physicians.
Welcome back in one last time here on the campus of Kansas Wesleyan. Tyler Henry and Brooks Gerritsen here to put the finishing touches on this. It'll go down as a doubleheader sweep for the Salina Central Mustangs. The girls get the win 54-40. The boys get the win 63-59. The real winners, I mean, at the end of the day, it is the Mustangs and the Lady Mustangs, but anybody that turned out tonight was treated to two incredible games of basketball, and for the Salina community, these two put on a show. It was a fun night here at a neutral site in Navy Arena.
Yeah, it really was. Big shout out to the Salina Central Band coming through and providing an awesome atmosphere for everyone here tonight, just filling up maybe with all the horns and drums and everything else in between. Made for a great atmosphere to just really amplify all the athletes out there giving it their all tonight.
Let's go through from some final scoring numbers from this game, and we'll start with Salina South. Jace Humphrey gave it everything he had, but he kind of got stifled a little bit there late. He had just 2 points in the third quarter. He had 4 points in the first and the second, and then 5 in the fourth. He finishes as the leading scorer with 15. It was a good night for Easton Wilcox, too. He came on and had all of his points in the second half, finished his night with 10. 9 points for Gavin DeVoe, 8 for Dakari Small, 7 for Kobe Henley, 5 for Sawyer Walker, and 2 in this game for Kyler Webb. On the other side, on the other side of the scoring here, Salina Central finished with 24 out of Finley Waltman and Cameron Jones, 11 points out of Caden Snyder, 3 points for Grant Osmeyer, and a lone free throw for Gannon Cole. And we got a special treat for everybody at home as we are joined now by Chris Fear, head boys coach here at Salina Central. And boy, Coach Fear, it was a heck of a game, I thought, from start to finish. But when your team needed to, you guys were able to dig deep. What did you like most about the way your guys got it done tonight?
You know, you said it. I think, kind of digging down a little bit. As I look at the board there, I like 2 of my starting guards have 48 combined, which, and they were really focused on Caden, and everybody should have been. He's averaging 25 coming in, and they did a good job with him. But really allowed Finley to get some clean looks, and he just kept knocking them in, and just big shot after big shot, and A game like this is just, this is great. This is rivalry. This is fun, great, wonderful environment. And, I thought actually a pretty well-played basketball game tonight. So it was really fun to be a part of it.
You talked about it. Caden Snyder was getting a lot of attention down low. But the thing that impressed me, your team got a lot of chances. I thought you turned down a lot of good shots to find a lot of great shots. Is that what you saw on offense tonight?
Yeah, and that is something that we've been really talking about. And I've been very pleasantly surprised that our guys have bought in there. And it's not my shot, it's our shot, and that's been fun. And they're seeing the payoff of that too. They're seeing the payoff, and it's good. Great start for us. Wonderful win here tonight, and our guys have a lot of confidence right now, and and that's fun to see.
You told me preseason you wondered where these three-point shots were going to come from. 9 again tonight against Salina South. It seems like the confidence has really been built from the outside.
Yeah, you're right. And sometimes I still wonder, when I watch practice. But, tonight it was, I thought we did a good job. Cam knocked in a couple and Finley and I think they're just getting their confidence is just building. And we're going to get knocked down some, and we're going to have to come back from that. But, right now I think it's been fun to see kind of the progression of this team early in the year, and maybe some of our expectations are even changing a little bit, and that's a good thing.
Last thing for you here, Coach. I know not a lot of people are going to look at a three-point performance and come away that impressed. I was really impressed, though, with what I saw to Grant Osmeyer. He's only a freshman. You give him some big minutes, though, and I thought defensively he played well. He does a lot of things that don't show up in the stat sheet. What do you like about your freshman early?
Yeah, Grant's a really good player. He's done a nice job in practice. He's done a nice job in the JV game so far, and I think he brings something to us. He get a little more size and from the wing, and he does some good stuff. I think he's going to be I really think he's got a chance to be an outstanding player here in his career.
Well, Coach Fear, thank you so much for stopping by. A little impromptu interview, but
all
congrats
right.
on the win, and we'll see you back here for the SIT.
Absolutely. Thanks for covering it.
Absolutely. Once again, that was head coach Chris Fear, his first year here on the boys' side. Again, the all-time winningest head coach on the girls' side, 125 wins on that side of things. But his squad gets the big win. They roll to 2-1. Salina South will fall to 1-2. And Brooks Garrettson, before we wrap things up, want to go to you real quick, and we'll talk a little bit more about this for our Smart Play of the Game, presented by Smart Insurance with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Anything that really kind of stuck out to you there in the fourth quarter? Plenty of three-pointers certainly to choose from.
Yeah, no doubt. A ton of smart basketball. Like Coach Fierce said, a really well-played game on both ends. It was highly competitive, high-octane level of play here at the 5A level. But overall, I would just say the extra passes that we saw out of Central to create that open shot, or an extra drive to create that extra pass, just really good ball movement out of the Mustangs here tonight to get away with a 63-59 win.
Well, and one in particular that I want to talk about again late there, it was Cameron Jones. He had the ball. He had an open three, but he turned it down. They burned 10 more seconds, and that was where they found Finley Waltman for the biggest three-pointer of the game at the time. It put him up by 2 possessions, allows Central to get out of town with a narrow 63-59 win. One last time for Tyler Henry and for Brooks Garrettson here courtside, for Trey Tolley handling all of our production and camera duties up top in the Crow's Nest. It's a doubleheader sweep of the Mayor's Cup here for Salina Central. They get the win on the girls' side, 54-40. They get the win on the boys' side, 64-59. We'll have one last Salina Post game of the week coming your way next Tuesday. We'll be down in Ellsworth as the Bearcats take on the Minneapolis Lions and Lady Lions. It's an all-NCAA matchup. But until then, I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. This has been another production of the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week. You caught it right here on the Salina Post YouTube page and on the Salina Post Sports Network.
This has been a presentation of Eagle Radio Basketball Game of the Week, presented by